queen herself. Let's go. Lizz Vega, everybody, put your hands together. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Boom, there she is. What's up? There we go. Hold on. There you go.
Hello.
Hey, Liz, thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, well, I mean, my goodness, it's quite an honor to have Twitch royalty on the show. I'm just this lowly streamer here, and you've reached down into the peasants to grace us with your presence. I appreciate it. Thank you.
We're all peasants. we're all peasants amongst peasants.
It's a weird platform like that, though, isn't it? Like, you could be like Twitch royalty, and then outside of Twitch, like you have like 3 followers on, not you, but like you. But this is something that I've noticed, especially when looking for guests, is that you can have like this huge following on Twitch and be partnered and do really well, and then outside of Twitch, like your online footprint is quite small, or at least can be small. And I don't know, it's a weird platform like that. How did you come into Twitch?
Dude, I started about 7 years ago. I was doing video
7
games.
years ago?
Yeah, well, I was doing music. I'm sorry, I was doing video games before I was doing music. So I started 7 years ago with, I don't know if you remember the game Titanfall.
Not much of a
Okay,
game.
this was like when fucking Xbox One just came out. And so that game was out, and it was the first time that Xbox had, because I didn't have a computer back then. So because of the Xbox One, you were able to stream directly from a console. And so that's kind of how I started streaming, was through a console first. And then, so that was how I found Twitch and how I got into it. But then, video games, I just stopped playing video games, so.
What was it? Still Justin TV then, or was it Twitch at that moment?
No, it was Twitch. Yeah,
it was Twitch. It was already Twitch.
Yeah.
So what made you stop playing the video games? I mean, like, well, first of all, what made you want to come to Twitch as a gamer? I mean, like,
well, because at the time I wasn't really doing anything. Like, I was just playing video games. Like, I was just doing that.
That's all I'm doing, baby. I'm playing video games.
Yeah,
smoking weed and playing video games. What's up?
Exactly. And so when I thought about like what I was doing at the time and what didn't really take any effort for me to do and something I wanted to do, it was video games. So when I saw that you can make a living from it, or, start a career from something that I was already doing, like, I was really excited about that, because, it wasn't really something that I was around, or, something that the people around me were doing. So, and it was, relatively new. And unless you had a really good computer and you were set up, like, you couldn't really stream.
Yeah.
And so it was just, I just saw a glimpse of a future that I can see myself doing, and that's what made me start streaming.
So you're like, I'm just like playing video games anyways. Why not try to get paid for it?
Pretty much at the time, like, because I was just not necessarily get paid for it, but just do something, just do something with what I was doing, as opposed to just staying in my room and playing and not going out, or, like, I just saw an opportunity to do something else with it.
Was that your younger years, a lot of staying in your room by yourself type thing? Were you not a outgoing?
I was a little outgoing, but mainly just stayed in my room playing video games. Yeah.
I feel you. It's like if I didn't find the guitar and music at the age that I did, I would have been the same thing as just sitting in my room playing video games.
It was just a way to, focus on something.
Yeah.
And want to be good at it, and want to kill people,
just
in
want
a
to
safe
murder
environment,
Just want to murder.
I just wanted to shoot people in the face. Yeah.
Well, there is something satisfying about shooting someone right in the face. On
Yeah,
video
there's
games.
there's a little, distinctive audio soundbite. This goes ching ching. And if you don't shoot it, shoot the person in the head, then, you don't get that little click, that little beautiful audio sound, and I was very conditioned. So
Yes, yes, like
those were my
Pavlov's
goals.
dog.
What's your goals? To just to get headshots all the time?
I just need to hear the ding. Just give her
I
the
need the
ding.
ding. If
Yeah,
I killed somebody without the ding, it just didn't feel right.
you're right.
So
No.
it was like just small little stupid goals like that with
Yeah.
like video games that really kept me, going of just like I just wanted to hear that sound.
What did you what were you I mean, were you going to school or anything when you first started Twitch? Were you doing anything? I mean, cuz you said all I was doing is playing video games. I mean,
Well,
I
I
mean,
wasn't
like that's
I
all I'm
was
seeing is Liz like unshowered and just like playing video games. Like,
yeah,
what were you in school? Were you doing other
I
things?
I was in community college at the time, and I had been doing theater
Oh,
as
sweet.
well. Yeah, I did theater a little for about 2 years, and I really loved it. Like it was the first time like I was on stage, and I was just like, this is fun.
Yeah, yeah,
And
performance. Yeah.
so I was doing that, and I was about to, graduate from that and like move on, because that was like graduate from that and then move on to a 4-year college.
Mm.
So, but I ended up dropping out because I started streaming. And I was like, this is what I want to do. Because at the beginning I thought I wanted to act.
Mhm.
And so with streaming, I'm like, well, I can stream and I can do that and I can do all.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That was so
We
loud.
speak English good. What an awesome guest.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, hello.
Thank you,
Thank you
Live
so
on a
much.
Mountain.
Live on a mountain. Thank you so much.
Live on a Mountain. Thank you so much for that
It was
sub.
so terrifying. It pushed me off a mountain.
I'm sorry. I have you kind of up in the mix because you're still a little low. I didn't want to keep,
Okay.
but
Oh, here. No, I'll put it up a little bit. Hopefully it's not. Is that better?
it is better.
Okay.
That is better.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe next time someone subs or an alert goes off, you won't be pushed off a mountain there. My goodness,
Yeah,
that
that's
was quite
true. I need a
intrusive.
parachute.
How dare you Live on a Mountain
Save me.
subscribe while Liz was talking?
Yeah, how dare you?
How dare
No,
you?
keep subscribing, guys, please.
Live on a Mountain. Love you, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So you decided to stop going to school to
Yeah,
pursue
dropped out
to
for
pursue
video
gaming
games. It
because
was a great conversation with my parents too.
yeah, well that's what I was gonna ask. Listen, I like you're obviously Latina, right? I'm a Latino.
Yeah.
I know how that shit goes. My mom came here from Mexico, worked her ass off to be here, and then I'm like, I'm gonna be a musician. And she's just like, what the what? Like, so I don't know where you sit on all that with your parents
It's
and
the
stuff.
same pretty much.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah, it's I think every first generation Mexican that is in the arts has that really awkward conversation with their parents.
yeah,
But it makes sense. Like
it
they
does.
did come here from Mexico, and the way they view success is very different from the way that we view success because we're born here. So we see the opportunities, and they came here so that we have that foundation that they never had.
Right.
So of course they were going to look at success through like education and like getting a good job and getting something steady.
Yeah.
Because in their head they're like, they just want us to be okay.
Right.
They just want us.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm excited.
No. No, you're okay.
Like full screen.
Yeah, my bad. I know that it's gonna be. I'm sorry. I just threw that at you. Is
Scared
that,
myself. I'm just getting scared.
I get it. It's just all of a sudden all you see is you. It's like, hey, there I am.
Where'd you go? I was talking to you. I was looking into your eyes.
But you're right. You're right. Before I disrupted. Yeah, I guess that's right. Interrupted. Before I interrupted you with you, you were saying that. Well, it's true.
So meta.
It's so meta. It's meta on meta. Yeah, parents, especially immigrant parents who come over, they're coming over for a specific reason to give their family a leg up on something that they didn't have the opportunity for, and then for. They work their asses off and they I mean hours and hours. I just remember my mom always being gone and always working, and my dad too, but just constantly working, just constantly trying to keep the lights on, making sure Christmas is going good, making sure, like, and then one day you come to them and they're happy to pay for college and all this. They were real happy to pay for
Yeah.
college. And then one
I'll
day it's
pay.
like,
Just go. Just go. And I'm
yeah, exactly. Just go to school,
Yeah,
get an
I'll pay,
education.
just
Yo,
go.
my mom is still holding on to the hope that I'll go back to college. I'm almost
My
40,
mom
homie.
too. It's really weird. I'm
Like-
like, Mom, I'm fine.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't sweat it. I figured it out without being in debt, even though I still have like
Yeah.
a shit ton of student loan debt. But for our parents to go through all that, to work and to really sweat, and to really put all this time and effort just for us to be like, I think I'm gonna go into the arts, like in this very this very it's not the easiest thing to go into. It's not a secure thing, but I think it can be. And I think that people have the wrong idea about it. And I think you kind of said something about it, like what success, right? Like we see what success is. They just see it differently, what success is. So what do you see success in the arts as?
Well, it's different because I think success has like a weird connotation to it that makes us feel as though we are not valued in society unless we're making a certain amount of money or unless we have a certain amount of things in order to keep us.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll get used to myself. I'll get used to myself. But and I don't know. I just feel as though like my foundation of to why I do something is because it feels good.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that. And when it comes to doing music or doing something that I really want to do, there's love there. And I think that in life that's what you should always be looking for. And because our parents, they come from a place where for us it's a luxury to look at life like that, because again they were more in survival mode than we are, because we're fortunate enough that our parents provided all that for us from all the hard work that they did.
Right.
And so now, we're here, we're born in America, like technology is fucking booming, like even live streaming, like this is very new things that are happening.
Right.
And so I think that when it came to like success or seeing what you wanted to do with your life, there's just so many more tools at your disposal in order for you to do whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
And they never had that.
Right.
And to see their kids doing that, it's like it's hard for them to comprehend. And so it's just kind of about understanding that people have different perspectives, especially when it comes to our parents.
Yeah.
And how they view us.
Yeah, exactly. No, and I was very blessed that my parents did, eventually kind of get on board with it, and especially when they seen that I was able to start actually like make a living and support myself on it. Like
that's the only way they'll
Yeah.
really understand.
Exactly.
It's like I was like, they're like, are you okay? Like, can you feed yourself?
Mm-hmm. And then that's it. Like it really does come from a place of love. It really is this place that people and I talk about this a lot where parents or even society, like parents, they want their kids to go out and have a successful life and have the best possible life they can possibly make for themselves. And with the arts, it's just such an uncertain path to go down. But I think that what's missing in our culture is this we appreciate art, but I don't think we fully appreciate it to the point where we like support it, like really support art. I mean, we support the artists that we really like, but like we expect people to we expect people's thank you, Cathosaurus. Welcome.
FRESSSSSSSH.
Cathosaurus.
Cathosaurus, thanks so much for subscribing.
Thank you so much, and it's good to see you. And tier 3, my goodness gracious.
Cathosaurus, come in.
Cathosaurus. Hey, I hope you've been well, Cathosaurus. Cathosaurus, we haven't seen you in a little bit, so I'm glad you're back and saying hi and staying fresh. Thank you so much, Cat. Here you go. Oh my God, that's so loud. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Everything's loud today, everybody. Everything's loud today. But I think that we put this notion on young future artists that the idea of success is being like, you know, on the I used to say on the front of the Rolling Stone magazine, but like that's so dated. Like who cares about Rolling Stone magazine anymore? But like whatever it is, like the front page of YouTube or the like on IG everywhere, and you just have millions of followers and stuff. Like this idea of what success is these days is that's thrown on to artists. I just feel like it's unreasonable. And if we actually like back it up a little and say, hey, we can teach people how to be artists to make a living, not have this mindset and going into the arts with like, I'm going to be rich and famous. And that's how this goes. It's like there's a process, you work. Adam Flair, oh my gosh. Thank you so
Sup
much.
dudes, wespea Ric Flair woo.
Wick Flair, woo. Yes, indeed. Adam Flair, what's up? I'm going to turn this down a little so it don't blow out everybody's thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my
Good
friend.
choice.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
like keeps interrupting you. People are too nice.
They are nice. They are nice. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the love and support you guys are giving here. But yeah, we put on these expectations of artists, and if we kind of laid it out in this way, like if you want to be a musician, it's like, okay, learn some fundamentals about music. And then what kind of musician do you want to be? Do you want to be a teacher? Do you want to be a performer? Okay, well, here's the steps it takes to be a performer. Here's the steps it takes to be a teacher. Instead, you have this weird way of teaching kids how to choose careers based on this archaic way of teaching, which we just have kids sitting still, staring forward, waiting for the bell to go off. There's no preparation for kids to go out and actually start a life of their own. We are training children to become worker bees. And so that definitely goes fully against the artistic value, right? When we're teaching people to be cogs, musicians, artists, they tend to be outside of that. And so it doesn't really work with what we have set up, especially here in the United States, on how we teach children. I just think that if we went about teaching arts in a more practical way, then I think that parents and caretakers or whatever would have a little bit of an easier way of sort of digesting that talk that their kids come to them, and like, I'm gonna quit college and play video games on Twitch. If there was like, if we were able to sort of make it so the education was out there and the information was out there. Now, how do you educate immigrants who came from a country where this doesn't really exist like that? It's like, how do you educate them? Well, the only way you educate them is sort of by doing it. You're doing it, right? You're educating your parents by succeeding at it, and which is the tough part. It's like you kind of got to prove it to them. But I think as a society in America that we could do better on teaching people how to be artists. I don't know. What do you think about that? How does that fall in your ears?
Well, for me, it's like art is just something that is innate in all of us. I don't think it's something that can't even be taught, because ultimately what music and what painting, what dancing is, it's just expression from something that is, you can't really talk about it. There's no words to really explain how you really feel. I mean, language is just a condensed way that, like, it's just like the majority way that people communicate, but it's not the only way to communicate.
Right.
And a lot of people do not know how to communicate how they feel inside. I being one of them, our parents being, in the Latin culture, like it's that machismo and fucking not being able to express yourself, like all that, all the shame, all the guilt that comes with, even religion. So there's just a lot of things already, like psychologically going on in the minds of people that don't even allow them to express themselves properly. So when I think about the arts and I think about school and I think about how, I didn't have music in school, so I didn't even see that was a possibility for me to do. And so I don't know, when I just think about the arts, it's a tool in order for you to communicate yourself. And any expectation that you have from this thing that you're doing that, is just trying to teach you how to be yourself. I don't know. I just think that I just view art differently. I don't think it's something that's taught, but something that is allowed. It's something that, people give you the space in order for you to do without you feeling self-conscious about it.
Yeah. And well, I agree that you can't really teach art, but you can definitely, I mean, or teach someone to be an artist, like a true realized artist. But I definitely think you can teach people who are looking into becoming artists and like something that they're seriously considering as a life choice. I think that our education system could definitely help in sort of laying out, clear paths, because there are clear paths, even though there's no real clear paths in this weird game that we're playing, the artist game. But there is like certain things you can do. Like, if you want to be a professor, if you want to teach students, it's like, okay, well, then you can go to college, do this, this, this. Oh, I just want to perform in bars and work my way up the performing and the touring circuit. Okay, well, then here's these sort of options that you can sort of go through, and you can actually make a living doing it. Here's marketing. This is how you do this and do that. Instead, it's just sort of, art is like, like you said, you didn't have art, and probably because it was cut out of the school district because of budget cuts.
Low income area, yeah, it's one of the first things that goes.
Exactly, and so when you
like
even
it's not important, it's like it's so important.
Exactly, but
you don't even understand.
That's exactly part of the problem. As a society, we don't appreciate art. We do, but we don't. Like the first thing to go out of your school system was the arts. That was across the board. Yeah. So like a whole country of people, of students lost art
lower
program.
Income areas.
Right. Well, even
that didn't really happen too.
You're right. And the thing is that they did happen in higher income areas. I used to live in San Diego, and there's this part of town called La Jolla, and La Jolla is like the richest beach town in the city. And they lost their art program, but they had the resources. This is the huge difference. They had the resources, the parents had the resources to put on an art fair that raised money every year to pay an art teacher. So
yeah, well, okay,
right.
Then it's semantics. It's still like lower income areas that are getting. Like,
of course. I'm not trying to stick up for the rich or anything like that. It's like the rich have it hard too.
Stop it, okay?
The rich have it so hard too, Liz. Come on. No, I'm all for eating the rich. No, but it's the it's terrible. But I mean, that's what happens when you come from nothing, right? Like, it's like, fuck you. I don't even know what that is. It's like, fuck you then. Yeah. Give me that. But in any case, it's the first thing that goes. It's the things that's least appreciated in this culture. And I think that I completely agree with you. You can't teach someone to be an artist. And I completely agree with you that language...
I think everyone's an artist. I don't think it's something that's taught.
Right, exactly.
I'm just saying, like, it's just something that you give space for somebody to do. Not necessarily you can't teach somebody. It's just, I don't know.
What do you mean about give space? Can you kind of elaborate?
Just give space. Like, I think that everybody has a sense of discovery within themselves. And if you give somebody space to be themselves, then they would slowly gravitate to the thing that they're going to be able to express themselves. Because, I mean, the world is just about communicating yourself. Yeah. Everything that you're doing, you're communicating with something. So I think that, if you give somebody space to do that, I think I'm talking more about from a parent perspective as well. Yeah. Like going back to that of just like, you can't necessarily teach somebody how to do something, but you can allow them to discover.
Yeah, totally. And
everybody's an artist. I really do believe that.
Yeah. And I think that if parents, I mean, definitely parents should be encouraging and giving opportunities for their kids, and of course this is, if you can afford it, if you have the time to, like this, there's so many other variables in each family situation that can even allow these sorts of things. But trying to provide your children with options, like get them into sports, get them into piano lessons, get them into this, get them into that. Just exposing your child to the arts, exposing them to different things. Yeah. And giving them the space to sort of explore it and figure out what works for them. Because I mean, like, the sooner you can figure out your passion and your what you want in life, the easier shit just gets. I mean, like when you figured out that you wanted to be a musician, I mean, I know it's hard to be a musician, but like there's this pressure as a young person to like know exactly what you want. Hey, thanks, James, the photog.
James.
Thank you for hosting. I appreciate that. I mean, there's oh shit, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh well. I'm just talking again anyways.
No, you were saying something.
We were saying some it's like
about
it's so,
young people.
oh, there's so much pressure on young people
James.
It's all your fault, James. Thanks. No, there's a lot of pressure on the youth to figure out what they want to be by the time they graduate high school.
Yeah.
And
Which
like
is so
it's insane.
That can give you so much anxiety.
Exactly. So
Kids don't think about the future.
no. Well, and if they do, it's like such a weird view of the future, you know, like because you have such a little past to draw from to even know what to expect for the future. It's like there's just so many life experiences that you lack to even have an idea or even close to a picture of what the future even looks like. So it's like it's hard for it's I think it's ridiculous that we put that onto kids and that we make them feel like they have to do it. So I'm just asking,
and then
like,
it makes them feel bad if
yes,
they don't know how to do it, and then they try to assimilate
yes
with everything around them. Like, well, they know what they want to do. You know, it's just it's so funny. I've been having a lot of these conversations about that pressure into like what you want to do in the future. What's your goal in 10 years? Like all this shit about the future, and it's just like, what the fuck? The future does not exist. Hello, like I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You know, I feel like if I ever made a plan for myself, I would feel so disappointed because and I would also probably have never got into music because I think my whole life I just have not lived it linearly nor thought about what I wanted to do in the future nor thought about anything, you know?
yeah.
And I think and when I did do that, I would feel so disappointed because then nothing would turn out the way that I wanted. And so I honestly I've stopped doing that, especially now that I've been doing music. I have not been thinking about the future at all. I stay in the moment as much as possible, and I go to the past a little bit because history can teach you a lot. That's about it.
I'm curious when you figured out, because we're sort of talking about that pressure, is like did you feel any sense of relief when you figured out it's like, wow, I love music and this is all I want to do? That's such an abstract question. I don't even know if it's worth answering.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see. I'm like, did I feel? I don't know if it was relief because at the time when I was doing music, I really needed it because I underwent like a drug-induced psychosis with psychedelics, so I pretty much broke my fucking mind.
Oh,
the whole story.
What psychedelics? Which one?
I mean, all of them.
All.
But the last one that I did was LSD.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
I guess it's not nice. Sorry, I didn't mean to say your drug-induced psychosis was nice. My apologies.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it was the opposite of nice.
Yeah. I've been there.
We're here now, so it's fine.
Look, I've been there too. But I went with heroin, not psychedelics. Psychedelics is way. Anyways, please continue with your story.
Opposite.
It's the opposite, but please continue.
But it's some sense of comfort.
Yeah, exactly. For me, there was a lot of comfort until I started hearing voices, and then it's like, oh, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah, me too. Drug-induced psychosis, fucking hearing voices every now and then.
It's very uncomfortable situation to think that people are just screaming at you while you're trying to sleep and they don't exist. That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Yeah, that happens to me too.
Do you still have flashbacks and stuff like that?
Yeah, I have PTSD.
Wow.
A lot of PTSD. Yeah, I went. Yeah, I had a full-on drug-induced psychosis in 2015. This was like when I had just stopped playing video games. I stopped streaming, and I was like, didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. And again, that question of just like, thinking that I was gonna do video games and like having this whole thing like, like thinking like this was it, but also not feeling confident with what I was doing.
Yeah. Because
in reality, it wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. Now, like in retrospect, like I was like, that makes sense why I felt that way when I was doing it, and nothing ever felt aligned.
Right.
And so, and at the time I was just, feeling like shit about it. And then I started doing psychedelics and did that whole thing for about 6 months. Not every day, but every other month. I was
Did the
doing psychedelics.
psychedelics give you some sort of relief from what you were going through at the moment? I mean, what did you find within the psychedelics that was so appealing in at that time in your life?
Well, the feeling, obviously, the
Hmm.
feeling was really nice, and it was just something so intense, and I just felt so much.
Thank you for that follow, Anna Court.
Thanks, Anna Court. Hi, Anna. Um, what was I saying?
I know. I turned
Sorry,
off.
I get distracted
No,
really
me
easily.
too. Me too. I'm such a
Um,
It's so funny. It's like two stoners trying to have a conversation, and it's just
yeah,
like,
and it just like sounds. I'm like,
I turned off the alerts, everybody. So go
I
ahead
mean,
and
you can keep the alerts on, just maybe the sound.
I kept the alerts on. I just killed the sound because
Yeah.
the
Cool,
sound
cool.
is
The
obviously
sound is
we're
just like
getting way too.
jarring.
It's just getting way too out of hand
And
for
then
us.
I'm like, Anna, hi, I know
I
you. And
know,
then
I
my
know,
mind goes there, and then I'm
exactly.
like, wait, where was I?
You were talking about how where you were at with
Oh, the
yes.
feeling, why I did it. Did it give me a sense of relief? So when I first started doing it, yes, it was really intense. It was something I never felt before, but it's something that felt familiar.
Yeah.
And then I started blacking out.
Oh my God! Off
I
psychedelics?
On psychedelics, I would black out
Wow.
and like for 2 hours, and then I wouldn't remember. Like I wouldn't
Whoa.
remember anything. But then, so it was like I would do psychedelics, and then it would peak, and then at one point I would black out. Like I would forget. I would forget, and
Wow.
then I would come back into consciousness, and then I would be around my friends again, and I'd have that happy old little like, okay, like I'm on psychedelics. This feels really nice. I feel connected. Like
Right.
this is, and that's kind of what kept me going back, is like the fact that I kept blacking out and I couldn't remember. So it was like this intriguing thing, and I'm
Like
like,
you liked it?
it's not that I liked it. I just
Mm.
wanted to understand it,
Gotcha.
and it felt like something that I needed to know, you
Right.
know.
Right.
And so I kept doing it, and I would keep blacking out. And then the last time I did it was October 31st of 2015 on Halloween night. And it was, so I had been doing it, for a few months. Oh, not, yeah, every other month or whatever. And then I remembered all my blackouts, and I didn't like what I remembered. And which was pretty much, if I can like explain it to the simplest form, I was in hell being tortured
What the fuck?
for centuries or eternity. I don't fucking know. And so that's where I was going when I would black out.
Whoa.
And so I remembered every other trip that I would black out, and it was that I kept going there. I kept going into this realm while I was being tortured. And so, but the last time I did psychedelics, I told myself before I was coming back, like, you can't forget this time, you can't forget.
Yeah.
So I didn't forget, and it like completely fucked me over, because I would come back, then I came back here, and I was like conscious, and I was in this world, and it was morning time, and my high was coming down, and I felt myself forgetting again, like not remembering my blackout. And my boyfriend at the time, he told me something um, that kind of triggered me. He was because I kept looking at him, and I didn't understand why I kept looking at his face. And then he's like, "What, are you still afraid of me? You think I'm a monster?" And as soon as he said that, his face like turned into
Whoa.
a monster. And then I started remembering my blackouts, and then that's what kind of triggered the psychosis, where I was hearing voices, and then I thought that I was still there, and I thought I had died. Like I didn't know if I was alive. I didn't know I was still here. And that's what kind of still fucks me up now, is that I still have that, where I don't think that I'm really here. And I think that I'm like, my soul feels like it's still there, like being tortured and being, fucking whatever, burning. And these, and yeah, that was my, that was my psychedelic trips. And so, anyways, but that happened, and I was in a drug-induced psychosis, and I was hearing things, and then I started doing music.
Started hearing things, and then music.
And then music was the only thing that felt good. So I'm like, I just want to keep doing this,
Mm-hmm.
because it just felt nice.
So
And so I still have PTSD.
yeah.
I still hear things every now and then, and I still get really afraid. And yeah,
Wow. That's
but
that
that's like
that's
this is me chopping up the story. Obviously, there's more nuances and stuff,
I'm
but
sure. I'm sure.
that's a timeline from 2015, beginning of the year, not doing video games anymore, starting to do psychedelics, and then getting into music a little bit in the beginning of the year, but
Mm,
not really. I was just like tipping my
yeah.
little toes in it. And then after that, it was just after that the trip is just all that I wanted to do because it was the only thing that made me feel safe.
Wow.
And still now, like I can't. I still get a lot of anxiety. I still have a lot of PTSD. There's still things that trigger me. I still have night terrors, and yeah, I love music because it just makes me feel good,
Yeah.
and that's the only reason I do it, and that's the only reason I ever want to do it. I feel like if I do it for any other reason, then I'm a lose everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's somehow perverted or something. It's like if now music is my money. This is how I get money
Yeah,
now.
I
It's like
can't I can't ever look at it like that,
yeah. Yeah,
like ever,
yeah,
because then it's just loses. Because I mean that's the sense of value,
mm,
that I value it. I really cherish it, and it's something really important in my life that nobody could take away from me other than myself. And the only way I'll take that away from myself is if I start expecting something from what I'm doing,
mm,
you know? And it's very natural for us to do that. Again, with this whole thing with success, making money, like being famous, like all that shit is bullshit. But we need it in order to survive. So it keeps us playing the game, which is like this weird conundrum,
yeah.
you know?
I
It's like
do.
trying to hold anything sacred is really hard.
Yeah.
But it's like the only thing that I'm like grasping onto. It's like, no, it's the only thing that feels good.
Yeah, that is the weird conundrum between music and art and survival. And it's
Yeah.
like this thing that I love to do that I mean like I just I can't do anything else. Like I like the podcast. I'm talking about music, like I'm talking to musicians, like with
Yeah.
my music, it's music. It's just I've had jobs before, I just can't hold real, quote unquote, real jobs. It's just like I just felt like a loser until I realized that, well, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Like this is what you're supposed to be. This is what you should be putting all your effort into and trying to make it work. Because the thing is like you said, it's like you want to do this as something. It's like it's literally like some kind of like not psychosis, but like a psychopathy of some sort where you have to just keep doing it, right? Like you're just drawn to like I just like there's days where I just wake up and I just have to go to my instrument and I just have to go play it, and it just calls me and I'm here for it. And to ignore it is kind of like not scratching an itch of some sort. It's something that we sort of have to do. And then so how do you make that into something that supports you, and especially if it's all you want to do or all you're driven to do. Thank you guys, by the way. Udu poo poo, thank you so much for the follow. And a big bad wolf, thank you so much for the follow. I see you guys. And again, if you guys have any questions for submit to the gravity for sure. If you guys have any questions for Liz, please use your fresh bars or the channel points. They only cost one. It just helps me keep track of questions, or if you have any comments you want to add into it. Yeah. Anyways, where were we again? I just interrupted for 5 seconds, and then now I'm lost again.
I don't remember.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm really interested in, like, because you were talking about, like the whole machismo thing with the Latin culture. With
Machismo.
Machismo. And what do you think about this movement that's been going on with changing, regendering how Spanish is spoken, like referring to Latinos as Latinx? What do you think?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not gonna lie.
Sweet. Never mind. Next thing.
Honestly, I'm out of the loop on a lot of things.
Do you stay out of the news and stuff? Are you one of those
Um,
types who are like, I'm not even gonna pay
I don't
attention to that shit?
retain information
Ah,
that
yeah,
does
me too.
not
That's the hard part, right?
serve that not serve, but it just doesn't make a difference in my life.
Ah,
Like
yeah,
truly, like it doesn't affect me.
yeah,
Like anything can happen with that kind of stuff, and I'll be fine. I'll be like, okay, that's what it is. Okay,
yeah.
but I'm not really. I don't really feel. I don't feel anything about it
That's tight.
because I don't. I'm ignorant. At that point, I don't
I
know.
always like respect that with people who are just like, dude, I don't even care. Like has nothing to do with me. It's like only because I find myself fucking in the news, in these social issues, in all
Yeah,
these things way too much. To a point
yeah,
where it's like it annoys my family, it annoys people, annoys my
yeah.
listeners, annoys chat. It's like so like I just respect. I don't feel anything. I
I don't
respect
feel
it. I
it.
respect people who keep it at a distance because it is taxing and it is
It is.
something.
Honestly, life is about keeping a balance.
Yeah.
Something that I just really learned, like even now with like doing music and like going through that whole thing and just my whole life without having something to express myself, I've recognized I'm like, I just want to chill. I want to sleep in whenever I want. I want to make music because I love making music. I want to keep live streaming because I love live streaming. Like it's just something that's always been in my life. It was just two things that I had already been doing. I was already live streaming video games, so I was already kind of used to that,
Mm,
thing, and I really loved it. So when I started doing music, it was like a no-brainer that I
mm,
was live streaming and going, gonna do music. And it's just I love it because it just gives me the lifestyle that I want, which is I could stay in my room and
mm,
play music, which is something I would already want to do. And I can connect with people, and also sustain, put a roof over my head and food in my belly and get my foundation nice for my human existence. So I have everything I need, and music has given that to me. It has given me everything I need, and anything that comes out of it, it's like I'm not expecting it, but I'm very grateful and I feel very blessed.
mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like it seems like when you decided to go into the journey of music that you were at a time where you're just you're it was like you're calling out to something. You needed something to sort of
Yeah.
come in and carry you into the next phase of your life because obviously
Yeah.
whatever you were doing at that moment had you sort of stagnant and
Yeah.
well, in fact, going crazy.
Yeah,
You know,
literally.
literally,
It's the only way that I was gonna do something, you
and
know?
and I
It was
suppose
the thing I needed,
yeah. And I
and that's
suppose
what
that's where I was kind of going at when I asked you, what did you find a sense of relief when you realized? But I'm sure it wasn't like you just a ha ha moment, right? It wasn't like all of
yeah.
a sudden
It
like a
was a feeling.
mm-hmm.
It
Okay.
was just a feeling of like this feels good. It was as simple as this feels good. It
Yeah.
feels the complete opposite of how I felt
Right.
while I was, in psychosis and thought that that was going to be me for the rest of my life. Because and again, I still struggle with it
Mm-hmm.
every day, and but every year it gets easier. Not easier, but I just get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was. I guess it was a sense of relief, and just because I really needed that. I really needed a way to express myself, and just going back to machismo
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of culture in Latin of like not talking about your feelings, not talking about what's really going on, again, because that's not how your parents were raised, so that's
Right.
not how they raised you, because they didn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't blame my parents for raising me. Like, they did all they could,
Right.
you know and now doing all that I could, it's just a different life than they are living,
Yeah.
which is great, because then I get to connect with them in a way that they were never able to connect with me. So
Yeah.
now I need to make that effort, because I understand a little bit more than they do. And it's because of their sacrifice and because of their hard work that I'm able to even have these thoughts
Right.
and be able to, you know, play music and and feel as though no matter what, like my parents are going to be there. Even if they don't agree with what I'm doing, it's like they love me and I know that they love me no
Right.
matter what. even
Yeah.
if they're like, yeah, you should go back to school.
When are you gonna go back to school and stop playing pretend on the internet? It's like, well, this is
Yeah.
what I
It's
do
like if I
now.
go back to school, then I'm playing pretend again just to please
Exactly.
you.
Exactly. And like it's funny. It's like people think that we're playing pretend on the internet, but this is like the real. Like this is the real. Like this is the real of what we want to pursue in our lives, and everything else. Like if we were to do something else, it's like that is the pretend thing that we would be doing. It's like
Yeah.
I have worked in an office. I have worked in a factory. I've worked in these horrible places that I just lose my mind. Like I'm terrible, like I'm angry. It's just an awful place to be, and I'm always looking for a way to not do my job. I'm working harder to find ways to not do my job than I actually do my job. So what I've found is like I either have to do it this way or it just doesn't work. And then I also have a family, so that's on top of things. So now it's like this has to work with money, or else people are hungry and stuff. So it's a weird balance. But you seem very protective of your energy. You seem like one of those people who are very protective. When I see you streaming and stuff, and how you handle trolls and stuff, like you're very spicy. I don't want to be offensive in any way, but like you can
'Cause
get
I'm Latina.
yeah,
I've been
yeah,
eating
yeah.
jalapeno since I was 3.
Right?
Bitch.
Don't fuck
Still
with
eat
it.
hot Cheetos every day. No.
What's up, dude? If my stomach wasn't constantly on fire, I would be eating like that all the time. My mom still throws down so hard, and it's just like I can't even go near it, or else my stomach
Yeah.
falls out of my face. I don't know. Anyways, it's because I'm half white. That's what happened.
Oh no.
Oh, she said, "Oh no."
Hot Cheetos is not hot. Excuse
No,
me. Wait, who said this?
hot Cheetos is not hot. No, hot
I
Cheetos is
know.
not hot at all. No.
Well, yeah, I put tapatio and limon.
Oh,
Shut up.
damn! Watch out!
Who even said that? I can't read your name because I'm blind.
Oh yeah. Yeah. My family loves spice. Yeah. Well, Indians, they like spicy too. They got that spice. Asians,
Yeah.
they got that spicy hot stuff going on.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
true.
Yes. Anyways, I'm curious on how you handle. I've seen you do it, but I'd love for you to kind of explain. Like, how do you handle trolls, and how do you handle? Well, first of all, how do you handle that, and how do you? In a system that's built like Twitch, you put a lot of yourself out there. You put a lot of yourself out on stream, like, and you 3, 5, 6, some 7, 8 hours, whatever.
Yeah.
You put a lot of yourself out there and a lot of your energy, and so how do you protect it in this kind of environment? How do you stay? How do you protect your energy while streaming when you have trolls and maybe unsolicited advances from dudes or people or non-binary folks, whatever, from all sorts of places, online advances, unsolicited. How do you protect yourself, and how do you protect your energy?
I usually just block them or time them out.
Block them. Block them.
Or I talk a little shit.
You talk a lot of shit. I love it.
I do talk some shit sometimes, but it's funny because at that point it's just like I'm either gonna get really upset, which I do sometimes, but then I'm like, I'm talking shit to somebody because there's a part of me that's a little combative because I was combative when I was a kid, so I do like it sometimes, but sometimes I'm not in the mood for it, so I just time them out or I ban them. But I don't know. I just don't let
roll.
it fuck with me. I like fucking around too. Like sometimes I'm in the mood to talk shit.
Right.
And then I can talk shit and roast you, but
Which is great.
I had siblings too, and we would always talk shit to each other. So
Siblings
and
help.
also not taking it to heart, because whatever they're going through, it's some fucked up shit too, in order for them to be reacting like that. So
Right.
Right.
That you
And I was a little bit of a troll before too, so it's like I see myself in you.
I know. That's what sucks. Is like I have that in me too. I have it in me
Like
too.
I was a troll too.
What-
I get it, but like Go love somebody.
Go love somebody. Maybe go
Yourself.
Yeah, go try loving yourself or something. That might help. So I mean, do you think that you've had issues with anger, like legitimate anger?
Yeah, when I was younger, I had a lot of anger.
Yeah,
And again, that's just going back to not having a way to express myself and
yeah.
not knowing that that was the reason why I was acting up. And
Mm,
of course, a lot of trauma too, like childhood trauma. But yeah, I didn't know how to deal with anger for from the ages of like 12 to 14 or like 11 to 14. I was like I was like really rebellious.
mm.
I would run away. I would ditch school.
Oh,
I
nice.
was like going down a really like at fucking 12, I'm over here ditching school, like smoking weed and in the fucking alleyway. Like so, and I would fight a lot too. I would get into a lot of fights and just I was very confrontational. So yeah, I didn't know how to deal with all of that and I didn't know how to talk about it and I didn't know how to express myself. So I think that's going back to even like what we were talking about art
Mm,
and how everybody's an artist. Everybody needs a way to communicate and
right.
art is just the most beautiful way because it's again, it's before social media, before money, before anything, art was just there because people like to do it.
Yeah.
People dance because people like to dance. People
Right.
paint because people love to paint. There is no, again, there's no expectation other than just being in the moment.
Yeah.
And I had a really hard time doing that, especially because I didn't have any forms of art in schools. No way. There's just there's no sense of value in like your human experience that school teaches you about your value as a human. And it's all just do this and do that and get an A or get an F and you did bad and you did good. And it's just like, well, fuck. I don't want to do anything that, even when I would get A's or if I wouldn't get an A, like that's just so much to put on a kid and to like be conditioned in that form of like doing something to get rewarded is something that's conditioned in us even now. And so when it comes to music, I had to really just obliterate any sense of schooling,
Hmm.
especially when it comes to trying to get rewards from something that I'm doing, as
Yeah.
opposed to just enjoying it because I enjoy it, enjoying it because it allows me to be myself, enjoying it because I can be angry and not, lash out at somebody who had nothing to do with it. So it's a lot of self-control and acceptance and again just trying to exist without unaliving myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Um, living life as an act of artistic creation. Ooh, I like that. What's up?
Yeah.
Amal Sixela. Sorry if I'm
Hello.
butchering your name. I'm terrible at reading. We speak English good. We read English good. We type English good. Um, yeah, I love that. I love that you keep going back to, language and expression and art and stuff. It's just there's just so many things that language can't describe. There's just so
Yeah.
many feelings, so many just you just can't. It's
It's
just
you're limited.
yes, super
And then if
limited.
you can't do it, then you hold everything in.
Right.
Because that's the only way that you're taught to communicate is to
Right.
talk about it. Talk about it. Tell me how you feel. It's like I can't tell you how you feel.
Hmm.
And that can be associated to many things of again, like not being comfortable around people and your parents not talking to you about your feelings or just showing you how to express yourself. Expression is very huge.
Yeah.
I think that that's one of the most important things is
Yeah.
to allow yourself to be yourself. And that's really hard.
It
And
is.
you get in the way of most of that
Yes,
by
that
not
is.
having the tools, not
Yeah.
knowing that there's tools out there that allow you to exist and
Yeah.
be okay in this fucked up world. Because this world is fucked up.
It's very
And I'm
fucked
just
up.
trying to feel good in this fucked up place. That's all I'm trying to do. It's like I just want to chill out, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I
The
just
way you
want to.
said that was great. I just want to chill out, man.
I
I
do.
just
It's
want
just
to
like everything is
chill.
always so intense, and I'm
Oh, I
like,
know.
I'm tired. We're all tired, especially when there's so much that we can do about it.
Yeah.
You know,
What can you do about it?
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it, motherfucker.
I'm doing it. I don't have a fucking. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. And that is the kind of freedom that I wanted. I've always wanted that in my life. I didn't want to do the things. Okay. Am I saying this right? I don't want to do the things I don't want to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect
And
sense.
if I do the things that I don't want to do, then I'm gonna feel like shit because I don't want to do it. And I'm just living my life based on what I feel like doing. Because that's what led me to music. It's like I'm just gonna keep feeling this out. I'm just trying to look for that feeling and I'm chasing it. And anything that doesn't lead me towards that feeling, then it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that. I see that Baby Yoda interview, Moving Dutchman. You certainly like that Baby Yoda interview, don't you? We'll get to that in just a little bit. Moving Dutchman. You know what? I was curious on. We'll get there. I got more questions for Liz, but let's ask some questions from the audience before this gets out of hand here. Wild but sober. He likes to ask. Yeah, everyone likes Baby Yoda. Yeah, I like Baby Yoda. Waffles or pretzels? And now let me explain. Waffles, like the traditional American, or not American even, but a traditional breakfast waffles. And then the pretzels are the big, soft, warm pretzels. Hey, Shelly, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Does it have cheese inside of it?
I don't know. It can if you want. It's just a general question that Wild But Sober asks every time. So
I want a pretzel.
Oh, there you go. Pretzels over waffles.
I like salty things.
I like sweet things, but I can't do it. So,
But it has to have cheese inside.
Well, there you go. Wild But Sober. It has to. Oh, hey, no. Okay. Thank you for that. Oh, yeah. Mental.
Salty waffles.
There you go. Salty waffle for you then. Yeah, well,
give me salts, not syrup.
There, yeah, exactly. I'll take the big crystally salt on my waffle, please. Okay, so this is not a troll question. How is sitar going? Question from a guy called Mental who posted how do you say her? Anushka Shankar video in your Discord. So. This is from Mental. He is curious on how the sitar is going, and I am too, honestly. That was actually one of my questions. Thanks, Mental. Because you recently started playing the sitar too. Liz is a multi-instrumentalist and a fantastic multi-instrumentalist. So how is it going? How's the sitar going?
I mean, I haven't played it since the last time you guys seen me play it, so.
It's going that well. There you go.
It's just a bitch to tune. I don't even know how to tune it.
God. Yeah.
It's not even mine either, but it's there. It's chilling in the corner. I am going to record it with it, though.
Tight.
For sure going to record it with it, but yeah, I haven't played it since last time you guys seen me play it.
I've had one, and I know exactly it's a pain in the ass.
How's it tuning? How do you tune that thing?
I forgot, but lots of C's.
Yeah, it is C's, right?
The resonant, well, I guess it could technically be whatever you want it to tune to, but when I tuned it, it was the C's. It was like those the resonating strings. God, that was, and then everything's wooden pegs, so things slide in and out real easily.
I fucking hate it. I hate tuning it.
I know. It takes the fun out of it. It really does take the fun out of playing it, because by the time you tune it, you've put in all this energy into tuning the damn thing, and then you're just like, ugh, I just want to go lay down now. It's like
I was also really sore, after playing it.
Yeah.
Because I was holding, my arm was sore. Yeah. I was like, God damn, I'm fucking weak.
Can you imagine, someone who does that all day, like Ravi and stuff? Like, he must have,
he's strong.
Ravi
he has a strong left arm.
He's killing it.
Can I smoke weed here? Is that fine?
You're in California, so you're good.
Okay, cool.
You smoke weed. Please smoke weed. Please.
Wait, where are you at?
I'm in Ohio, but I don't.
You're in Ohio?
It's I got my medical card.
What part of Ohio?
Toledo.
I don't know. I don't even know anybody anywhere in Ohio. Actually, I do know Willitown.
Look, people from California think that Iowa, Ohio, and Idaho are the same thing. So it's all
that's
good.
me. That's probably
no. I know
me.
my wife is that. I met my wife in California, and she's from San Diego. So I know. I know.
It's like if
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. Don't
Interrupting.
apologize. No, please interrupt. All I'm doing is talking. Bah.
Well, we do speak good English, or English good.
Yeah. Toledo. Oh, you can just jump right over the state line there and do whatever you want. Yeah, well, I also have my medical card here. Thank you for that follow, Mofo20. Yeah, right on
Mofo
time.
20, what?
What's up?
More 420 right here.
Exactly.
This is for you, Mofo 20.
Perfect
Thanks so much.
timing. Perfect
Yeah.
timing. It's 420 somewhere. Yeah, how do you get high? And I cannot get high and do this. Like I mad respect to anybody who can get high and start streaming and like playing instruments and shit. Like I just can't. Like I went in your stream last Friday and I think you were just doing like sort of a just an impromptu thing and then you had to run off with some friends. But I said hi to you or something and you're like trying to remember the thing and you're like, I don't know,
yeah.
I'm high. And I was like, it's cool, I'm high too. Like I just get so weird. Like I get so weird. I love your emote, the high emote, because it looks like that's how I look when I'm all too stoned in public. I'm like, that's how I look. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna actually.
Well, for me, like right now, like I can get high with you.
Yeah.
I know that now. You know.
Yeah.
I know that now. I mean, even in the beginning of the stream, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get high a little bit, and I started talking to you, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can get, because it's not about like getting high. It's about who I'm getting high with. Yeah. Or what am I doing when I'm getting high? Because I can't just sit here and like smoke weed and like not do anything. Because then I start getting in my imagination starts going, and I mean we know where it goes. I don't want to go there again. I'm trying to stay away from there. So
I feel that.
For sure it has to be good, some good vibes in order for me to smoke, and I'm feeling the good vibes here. On your channel, so
wonderful. I'm glad that oh, here we go. Mental has a good one. Weed or hash? Weed.
Oh my god,
that came up
every time I do hash.
Oh really?
Wait, no, I'm thinking about wax.
Oh,
hash,
like dabs and shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I can't dab.
How the fuck did they take marijuana and turn it into a narcotic?
Because they're fucking stoners and like, dude, look what I fucking figured out. Come over here, you gotta fucking try this, bro. This shit is so fucking dank. I went something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, let me get Baby Yoda. I'm summoning Baby Yoda right now. Hold on, give me a second. Let me summon Baby Yoda. Mighty, thank you so much for those subscriptions.
Why Red? Thanks so much for subscribing. Or was it a...
It was a gift.
Oh, yay. Fuck yeah. What's going on, Why Red?
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the stream.
Hey.
For you, weed was legal in India until 1985.
What? That's some bullshit. And then some conservatives came in there and started making everybody
telling us
sober.
How to govern our body and telling us what to do with it.
So stupid.
What to put in it, what's good for it, what's not good for it, how to treat it.
It's ridiculous. Baby Yoda, can you hear me, Baby Yoda? Baby Yoda.
Yes.
Baby Yoda, there you go. Lizz Vega, thank you. Thank you for that gift sub to Reina Mystique. Thank you so much for that
Thank
gift
you so much
sub.
for the gifted sub. I subscribed.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Reina.
Well, it wasn't me. Like, thank you. Oh, thank you, Reina.
It's all good. Thank you, Reina.
I'm like, it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
I know you didn't. It's okay, and I appreciate.
You know I didn't, so you knew it.
Yeah, I knew that. I saw Reina's thing say.
But did you think I wasn't gonna do it?
I'm
totally kidding.
Well, it makes me uncomfortable when my guests subscribe. It makes me uncomfortable because it's like I invited you. You don't subscribe here. I invited you to my house. You don't subscribe when you're at my house. Look, we got 666 followers, everybody.
666 followers, yay!
Hey, hype. Satan hype. What? Okay. Look, that was dope. Here, Baby Yoda, how are you doing? How are you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
And I have something to say before the question.
All right, go ahead. Oh, okay, go ahead and say it before the question.
Today, my friend Saucy is streaming. So go over to him. He is streaming today.
Saucy Chicken Nugget. That's right. Saucy Chicken Nugget is streaming. And if you are in the chat right now, you can see a link to his page. He's trying to get affiliate. Well, we are. And we'll be streaming after this, a little bit after my stream. I think. I can't remember if. Anyways, thank you so much, Baby Yoda, for promoting Saucy Chicken Nugget stream. Baby Yoda, do you have a question for our guest today, Lizz Vega?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Whenever you're ready.
How old are you?
I am 28 years old.
28. Wow, look at that. That was a solid first question. Baby Yoda, do you have a
How old are you, Baby Yoda?
Ooh, Baby Yoda, how old are you?
I'm 50.
Nice. Baby Yoda is 50. Nice. In Baby Yoda years, 50 is baby. 50 is baby years.
The tens count as what?
Like dog years?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's like dog years. Yeah, Baby Yoda ages like dogs.
Yeah, like so.
Yes.
10 are 1 and 100s are 2. Are 2.
Awesome. Baby
So-
Yoda, do you have another question for our guest today?
I do.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Sock it to me.
Are you a streamer on Twitch?
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Okay, Baby Yoda.
No.
Baby Yoda. Where have you been, Baby Yoda? Where have you been? Did you just burp?
No.
Yes, I am a streamer on Twitch.
Oh. Baby Yoda. Liz, do you have any questions for Baby Yoda? If I don't ask Baby Yoda any questions, I'll get a talking to. So go ahead, Liz. Do you have a question? Another question for
Yes.
Baby Yoda?
Baby Yoda. Are you okay?
Are you okay, Baby Yoda? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Wonderful! He's okay, everybody! Hey! Thank you so much, Baby Yoda, for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
I have something to say about that question.
Okay, go ahead and say it.
What do you ask?
I don't know. Your eyes are really wide open, and I just want to know if you were okay. Like, are you okay? Do you need help?
No.
Not yes. If you need help.
No, I don't really need help.
Well, that's good. I do. Can you help me? Wait. Oh, wait. I don't really know much about Star Wars. But maybe one day you can help me.
Thank you, Baby Yoda. I appreciate that. Quick interview with Baby Yoda. Have a great day. Baby Yoda, away. Oh, jeez. That was stupid. All right. All right. Thank you, Baby Yoda. I appreciate that. Anyways. There you go, everybody.
Who's making the voice?
Baby Yoda. Duh, Liz. She's like, I don't got time to be playing these dumb games.
No, I love the games.
I'm just playing. Okay, there's your Baby Yoda interview. Cathosaurus has a question. If you get a friend for Rick and Morty, if you get a friend for Rick and Morty, what will you call them?
I already got a friend for Rick and Morty, and her
Oh.
name is Baby Blue.
Oh, Baby Blue. There you go.
Baby Blue.
There it is.
Her name is Baby Blue.
That's nice. There you go.
Those are Rick and Morty are my snakes.
Oh,
And then I got another snake. Her
which
name is Baby Blue.
which one is the white one?
That one's not my snake,
Oh,
but
that
that
wasn't yours.
snake is called Layla. Yeah.
Layla. That was a pretty snake. What?
That is a pretty
What
snake.
was that like? I don't know. I'm just
A
making-
leucistic ball python. Yeah.
That's cool. What kind of snakes do you have?
I have a python and a IMG boa constrictor and a rainbow boa, Brazilian rainbow boa.
D-
and a lesser pewter ball python.
Ooh, you like snakes?
I do like snakes, yeah.
What's so fascinating about snakes to you?
I first of all, I love their independence. I love that, they're not in your face all the time and they're not like fucking hug me or hi, like you're here.
Yeah,
Oh my God, hold me. Because I'm not like that.
right.
So it's nice to have something that reciprocates my energy. Also, every time I hold the snake, it's just, I don't know, I just love the way they move. It's very calming and it feels really nice in my hands and
Mm,
I can focus and I don't know, I feel good
yeah,
around them.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, so like you're not a fan of dogs, like
No, I love dogs.
you
I
love
love
dogs.
cats.
You love
But
cats.
for me to like I grew up with dogs, but for
Mm,
me to like have a pet,
mm.
I don't know, it's just too much responsibility.
I feel
Of
that.
just like I know I want to time manage.
I feel that. I feel that because when, especially if you have a dog, it's like every time you got to go out of town, every time you do something, every time you leave your house overnight or whatever it is, you have to have someone come over and feed it, let it
Yeah.
out, and do
And
all
snakes
this.
aren't like that. You can leave
No,
them.
it's
Well,
like,
not that I will, but like I can leave them for a week. Like if I have to go somewhere for a week, then I can,
yeah, peace.
leave them,
Here's a
feed them stuff.
rat. Bye. I gotta go. Yeah, I dig that. I dig that for sure. Um,
Yeah.
I fuck it. We had a dog die a couple years ago, and we're just
Oh
like,
no.
no more pets. It was no more pets until it's time. Until it's time,
Yeah.
because there's something very freeing about not having that kind of responsibility lingering. Because
Hmm.
me and my wife were both musicians, and we travel and do stuff, so it's like
Are you
having
guys
it.
in a band together?
We are. We when we're playing live, we'll do like an acoustic duo. Sometimes I'll come on her stream,
Yeah.
but I won't. But only if she invites me, because she is a different energy than I am, and
Yeah.
she's definitely not. She likes to call me BDE, which I don't think it's BDE. Want to be famous by Prime viewers.
Oh my God, are you serious? Who said that? You
I,
better block them right now. How dare you?
I want to be famous though. How do
You
I
want
be
to be
famous,
famous?
Mert?
No, don't click it. They're gonna steal your
I'm
information and
just
hack
kidding.
you.
I'm just kidding. No one click on that. If
Nobody click on that.
Reina, will you get rid of that for me, please? Let's just get that out of there. She probably tuned out. She's like, I'm done listening to this turd talk. Okay, let's get to the next question. What is your next goal that you're excited to achieve?
My next goal I am excited to achieve is to go to sleep. I'm just kidding. No,
Yeah, by the way, Liz
that's
stayed
that.
up all night to do this for us, so everybody be
Wait, did you
super.
stay up too?
No, I get up
No,
early.
you didn't.
I get up early.
No,
I have to sleep at night now, because I have problems with sleeping. So if I don't have a schedule, it goes crazy. Which
makes sense.
you're a night person, because
Yeah, I'm a night
you do a
person.
lot of night streams when I'm
A lot of
sleeping.
night stream. I did a night stream last night.
Oh,
It was
you.
fun.
Oh, right on. Okay, yeah, I was
Yeah.
probably sleeping, but
Yeah, I'm
the
wearing the same shirt. I've
night.
been wearing this shirt for 3 days.
Dude, that's a good shirt to wear, though. That's a solid shirt. That's a great
It's like when
album.
you zoom in, it's all dirty, but don't zoom in.
I'm not zooming.
No.
I'm not zooming. We're good.
No, but I am actually working on I'm recording in like an album right now. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Now you released some songs,
Yeah.
where it was mostly instrumental. Not mostly instrumental. Excuse me. Where it was very ethereal and like very floaty and harpsy and dreamy and very much Lizz Vega. Is it gonna be more in that vein, or are you gonna go towards like a band feel? What kind of feel you're going for on this
It's
upcoming?
kind of an electronic harp.
Oh snap!
Yeah, I'm doing like some electronic stuff right now. I'm like just I mean, it's very experimental.
Uh-huh.
Very experimental and just vibey. Not even some of the songs don't even have lyrics on them. It's
Oh,
just
that's
instrumentals.
that's awesome. I mean, like
Yeah.
that's a great thing about your stream, is that you can go in and just chill, and it could be, you could be doing almost anything, like almost any song. No, like every song you sing is just like in your way, in this like very just dreamscape type of
Yeah.
enchanting sort of way. It's just very it's very hard to not pay attention to. It's very hard to like. You very what do you call it? There's just a lot of magnetism there, and I'm not explaining myself well, but you're very
A lot
good.
of good adjectives. I like them.
Bring the adjectives. I like adjectives.
I
Uh,
do.
hey.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. Like I've been messing with a lot of new pedals and just new
Mm,
instruments. That's why I really want to get a lot of instruments because it's just been so fun to create like these samples from virtually nothing or like changing, or making a sound, recording a sound and then completely changing it to sound like something else. And I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun, and that's just what I always want to be having is just fun when I'm making music. And again, like, yeah, I know this is a little, it's strange when I say, yeah, I'm doing like this electronic kind of harp thing, but it's just what I'm feeling right now. And and also the vibes of the songs are not necessarily like even ethereal. They're more like dark and gritty, and I'm messing with a lot of like minor chords and
mm.
a lot of, I don't know, it just sounds a little strange. Like it's even scary at some moments when I'm listening to it because sometimes I get high and I'm just listening back to the shit that I'm recording because I get really high when I'm recording this stuff. And then and the next day I'm just like listening to it, I'm like, oh, this is kind of like the way it just makes me feel is just like strange. It's not necessarily happy or content. It's like almost like a lot of tension. So I know that whatever chords I'm using, because I don't really know what chords I use, but whatever I'm doing, like I know that I can feel a lot of tension in it. So it's just like this weird like vibe. But it's just what's inside of me and I'm just getting it out.
Are you
I gotta get it out.
You gotta get it out.
Gotta get out.
That's the shit that gives you cancer for real. Like the shit
Yeah,
that
I'm like, I
fucking.
don't know what this is, but it feels weird.
But it's like, I mean, when you think about like this whole conversation has sort of been thinly laced with the idea of pursuing your passions and making a life out of it, and it's like when your passions are denied to you, or you just never have an opportunity to even invoke these passions, it's like what's left is, you know, society's idea of what you should be doing, and that is working or just making a living or doing whatever it is, just support yourself and, you know, just get by. And even if
Yeah.
you're miserable at your job, or even if you're, you know, you just get up and you just keep doing it, you just keep going, and it's just like, oh man,
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine living like that. I mean, I could, because I'm always one step away from working at the factory as an artist, but it's like, I don't know, to live your life unrealized, you know, your passions unrealized is that's what causes diseases and shit, dude. It's like it drives you, I mean, to just darkness, and so you have to get it out, the
Yeah.
dark, let it out, let your EDM, Liz EDM come
My
out.
EDM.
Let
Yeah,
you.
it's like this. Yeah, it's a really weird one, but honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. It's gonna be a cool album, and
Are you
I'm
producing it
excited.
yourself? Are you
I'm
doing like,
producing it myself. I'm
oh,
producing,
rad.
recording myself, and then I'll send it off to like master.
Is that how
And
you did your last
that's how I
releases?
did the last two were like that.
Nice.
But these are just a little bit more different. They're very different than what's out.
Yeah.
But it's just it is what it is. Like I'm not really sticking to any genres or any
Mm.
labels because it's just not what it's about for me, you
Right.
know. So I have a lot of like really interesting like just avenues that I can take my music, and I'm just exploring and just having fun.
Yeah. Well, why not? I mean, if you're in that position in life, why not? Just explore and have fun.
Yeah.
It's the good stuff. You embarrass me. What are you talking about, mental? What are you talking let's see. This is from Mofo20. Hey Liz, can you show us how to ukulele? P.S. You looks cute today. There you go.
Thank
Mofo20.
you.
So show us how to ukulele. I mean, that's on you if you want to show us how to ukulele. I don't.
I mean, I have the ukulele right here.
I mean, it's right there, I guess. I don't want you going
Yes.
out of your way or anything.
Hopefully it's tuned.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so loud. Let me scoop back. supposed to care, but not allowed to stare. Your eyes are forbidden. The longer I'm there, life's supposed to be. I've seen the green, green grass last to fight with time. And you cry, stay, sweet I'm not telling you. Oh my god, I need to put some like oil on my toes. There you go. I hope it wasn't too loud. I feel like it was real loud.
No, that was great. That was absolutely fantastic. Very beautiful. That was rad. We're getting a lot of love from the
Yay.
chat here. So that was
Ukulele.
that was great. That is the
Oh.
you. Thank you for the woo. I'm gonna give you a little woo here. There you go. I have the alerts muted. I have the alerts muted, everyone. So I'll give you the manual woos if you require the manual woos. There you go. We got manual woos. Thank you, Nature Boy. How many instruments can you play?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like fives.
Like 5.
Like 5.
Like 5.
But I am getting a hand pan, so.
Oh,
sixes
wow,
soon.
hand pan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
Now-
like that was the goal for this last month, was to get a hand pan.
With the hand pan, are you getting it? Is it tuned? You forgot the kazoo. Cathosaurus is calling you
Oh
out.
yeah, the kazoo.
You forgot the
You're
kazoo.
right. Sevens.
The hand pan,
Hand pan.
the hen pan, the hen pen. You getting a hen pen? Yeah. Oh. Okay. All right. The hand pan. Are you getting it? Do they come tuned to a certain key or?
Yes.
Okay, and then
That's the thing with them. So there's only yeah.
you're limited
the
to whatever key. What key did you decide to get?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Yeah, so I'm hoping that I can go there and try them. But I don't know with COVID, but I hope so. I mean, I hope so. I already found the place. So I'm hoping that I can go there and just try them, because I mean, that would be ideal. You know, it's like kind of buying a guitar,
Right.
especially because I don't know what key I want. Like, and I listen to them. I've listened to like the keys that they offer, but it's just not the same. It's just not. I'm like, I need to play it.
You gotta touch it.
I gotta touch it.
I feel you. I feel it.
Touch. I gotta test drive it.
Yo, I've been driving all around the city in the last month just looking for a hollow body guitar, and it's like last night I was out with my wife and she bought a hand drum and she's just like, let's just get that hollow body. I was playing a hollow body. I was like, no, it's just that it's not the right one. I have to touch it, and like I know which one I want, but it's just so expensive. So it's like, what do you do when you want the runner up? How do you find the runner up? And I've been looking.
You have to try them. If it's
I
not
have
the
to
one
try
you
them.
want, you have to try them.
I try them. I have to try them. It just like there's no like go on Amazon, order one. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's just it can't happen. It just can't.
I did do that with my first harp.
Well, I mean, but that was your first harp, you know. Now that you know what you're doing, you can go and you got that nice harp. That thing probably cost you like $5,000. I don't even know. Like I don't even know how
Dusty
much.
strings.
I don't even know how much harps cost, but that thing looks at least $5,000. So
Yeah.
yeah, might as well.
It's like 4.
Yeah.
4K.
Yeah, I mean,
But like once I get a pedal harp, that's minimum like, well, the one I want is like 22,000.
ooh, that's not too bad. I'll take 3. What is a pedal harp? Pedal harp. Pedal hard. What? Come on, Mike. What is that? I just want to. Get out of here.
A pedal harp is just it has pedals instead of levers. So I'm sure you're reading about it right now. So
I'm just like I don't. Oh, I see. I see. So you can do like it has like sustain pedals and stuff. Is that right?
no, those are to change the keys, the notes. So like for example, your C, like one pedal is for all the C's on the
Oh,
harp, and then so that one string is going to be C natural, C sharp, or C flat,
so
or
here's
not it would,
so
or B
then
flat. It would B flat,
so you're
C,
so you're saying
and C sharp.
these pedals right here. So we're looking at these pedals right here.
Yes.
That would be a pedal harp.
Yes.
Okay, and then these actually change the keys
Yes.
of the.
So
Oh,
it's like you see how it's kind of like a stick shift.
kind of. Oh,
It's like
come on,
boom,
Mike.
you like move it, and it's like towards the middle. That would be like your natural. Up, if you put it up,
Ah,
then
yeah.
it's your C sharp. Put it down, it's or in the middle, then it's C. Put it even further down, then it's a flat.
Now, is this so you just get more range
Yes.
out of your harp?
Yeah.
I know nothing about
It's almost
harps.
like a. Do you play the piano
I
at
do.
all?
I do.
Okay, so it's kind of like a piano,
Okay.
and the pedals are turning them black or white keys.
Ah, okay,
Yes,
okay,
and so
okay.
the harp is diatonic.
Okay.
So it's like you're tuning it to a scale. So
Right.
like for example, if I wanted to do the A,
Uh-huh.
like A, then I would have C sharp, you know.
Yeah.
If I wanted to do A minor, then I have to put the pedal down to the C to a natural
I
C.
see. And
So I'd
then
have to move the pedal. Do you know what I mean?
I
So
do.
in
I
like a
do.
piano, like it would be whatever that key, and then yeah.
It,
So that's the pedal harp. Yeah.
so then the harp is kind of almost like the handpan where you have to tune it to the key that you're playing the song in. There's no sort
Yes.
of okay, that's
And then you
interesting.
move and you move the keys with the pedals.
I
So
got you.
that's when it becomes a little bit more difficult.
Right.
Um, is like you have to be conscious of like changing that one note to a sharp or a flat or which is cool.
Look at
I
this.
love it.
This dude's got dusty harp pickup. Oh man, look at
Oh
this.
yeah, I got that. I got that Dusty harp pickup.
You have a dusty harp pickup?
Yeah, I do. I installed it on my harp
That's tight.
so I can have a pickup on it.
And that just so you can amplify it.
Amplify it, and I also have a pedal board, so now I have like pedals for it.
Oh, okay.
So it
Okay.
like makes it sound really fucking cool, like a bunch of
Right.
reverb pedals and
Right.
just
Right.
really cool pedals. Yeah.
That's dope. That's so dope. I love that. I love that. I love that you're taking harp there.
I know, dude. The harp has been so life changing. I fucking love the harp. When I first heard the harp live, because I was just playing the guitar when I first started music, like that was all I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But when I first heard the harp live, I was like, this is it right
Yeah.
here. It just felt so good. It gave me goosebumps. I'm like, I want to play that instrument.
This is
I want
what
to play it. And I got one like 2 months later. And then, well, that was like 2.5 years ago. And now I have this one. And I really want to get a pedal harp
wow.
next.
The pedal harp.
Yeah.
Man, that's nuts. I didn't even like. Well, obviously, I didn't know anything about harps, but I didn't realize how intense of an instrument that is. I mean, I can't imagine having to retune that thing. So then, what do like harpists do when they have like multiple pieces they have to play?
Well, that's why the pedal harp, you can only play
Mm.
like classical tunes. You can play with the lever harp, but it's really difficult because you're constantly changing because with the lever harp, it's not the pedal where one pedal is controlling all the C's.
Mm.
With the lever harp, you need to tune every string. So I have to put if I want a C sharp, I have to put the lever up to
Right.
all the C's. And it
Got
has
it.
like 4 octaves, like 4.5 octaves.
Oh, I see. So
So you see, so yeah,
Yeah.
so and that's how you do it on the lever harp. But with the pedal harp, it's easier for you to transition through keys more gracefully.
yeah.
You know, and you can also do more. You have more of the range with the lever harp. One note, I can only have sharp and a natural.
Mm.
So there's some keys that I can play on the harp, but I don't know what they are.
So I'm not even gonna bother with those.
I know very little of like theory. Just like the harp has been teaching me a little bit more about music and like
Mm.
what I'm doing, but I'm still kind of a dummy.
You know, I tend to like music that comes from people who don't know that much about theory, or at least knows just enough to sort of create.
Yeah.
And just because when you talk to, or at least when well, at least my experience talking to people who are like highly proficient and highly trained and highly educated, first of all, like there's sort of this sterileness that comes out of that way of learning, that way of where you learn, always learning and always playing other people's music. There's this sort of sterileness that doesn't that sort of transfers, I feel like, into to the original music. Now that's not for everybody. I'm making a sweeping generalization. But like when I think of like guitars like Steve Vai or God, who is the other ones that are just these amazing guitarists who their music is just god awful. And I know that's subjective, right? You know, it's just
I
subjective
thought
to
you were gonna be
me.
like, I love him. I
No,
love
I
Steve.
don't. It's annoying. Petrucci. Thank you. But Petrucci, whatever. Dream Theater is awesome though. But to think about like, I don't know. I know this is probably sounding really crazy and subjective, but what the other side of that is when you have these super trained people, and you have a situation like this pandemic. What I found is that there was so many people I always bring her up. Her name is Chihiro, but she's doing way better now. But when the pandemic hit, she plays on Broadway. She's a percussionist on Broadway, and as soon as the pandemic hit, she sort of had to figure out who she was as an artist all over again, because she has always only been playing in symphonies and Broadway musicals and reading notes and following the structure. And then as soon as the structure is removed and there's nothing, and now all you have is your own creativity and your own knowledge of what you've retained and your own experience, what you've been, going through for the last years of just being an artist that just plays other people's music. What are you left with? And she sort of had this existential crisis where she just felt like she didn't have anything to offer. And so she had to go in and start teaching and start figuring out ways to express herself artistically, without the help, or without the structure of Broadway or classical music or someone telling her what to play. And so you just sort of left with, it's just interesting, when you take like a classically trained somebody who's classically trained and then put them in like an improvisation situation, like in jazz or something. It's just like, I don't know what's going on. You got the music, I'll read the music, but I'm not improvising on or doing anything. So I guess all of that long-winded nonsense was just to say that I feel like there's something that's pure that comes, something a little more pure that comes from someone who just sort of taught themselves, who are just channeling and plugging into something, plugging into the muse rather than trying to understand what it is, and to the point of sterilization. Time to play the wrong notes. Yes, exactly, princess. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So I don't know. I appreciate people who come from that school. I also appreciate jazz players too, or
Yeah,
classical players
I
as
love
well.
jazz players.
I'm
too.
not shitting on anybody's method or choice in what they've done in their lives, but I am saying that what I have noticed, especially talking to a lot of people on my podcast, is that there's this thing that comes with being a very highly trained musician that especially never took interest in improvisation and trying to figure out how to, navigate through music without having to be told exactly what to do. They kind of had a hard time with the pandemic. How did you handle the pandemic? Was it? I know at the beginning everyone was sort of going through like end of the world crisis stuff, but like as it smoothed out and you started, getting more into the habit of, or the routine of being in a pandemic. How did it affect you and affect your creativity?
Honestly, it was a relief. As fucked up as that's, but here's the thing. Let
Me
me take a
too.
few
Me
steps
too.
back
Look.
here before I offend people.
Listen. Me too. Just so you know, it was a big relief for me too. But please continue.
It was just, for the first time, everybody stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Everything stopped.
Yeah.
And this is not downplaying anything. This is not being like, well, I benefited from the it's not, that's not, it's just, it felt so good to not have any outside obligations, you know, or to not, because it's, I don't know, there was just something about it that it just felt so good to not think about anything other than what you're doing. And I mean, I was already streaming before COVID. And so when COVID hit, I was just like, well, I'm just going to, and I love streaming. So I'm just like, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And at the same time, just get really more into myself. And, you know, I ended up getting my harp, this harp here. I got it during COVID, from, you know, raising funds from my stream. So I don't know. I felt like I got a lot closer to my community and I got a lot closer to myself. I got so much better at the harp and I just kept doing what I loved. And the pandemic, like I just, you know, I was just with myself and that was always enough. And I forgot that that was always enough, you know, and that's just because again, you're going out and you're talking to other people, and sometimes the people that you're around isn't people that you should be around, but you kind of forget that. So when COVID hit, I was just like, oh well, it just wasn't, nothing that I was doing was meant to be, and I don't feel bad about it, you know. So I always try to turn any situation that's I have no control over to take control over myself in order for me to do something that I want to do. It's just going back to like just reminding me that I only have to do the things that I want to do, and I don't have an obligation to anybody. And you know, you get lost a little bit when you start going into society, especially in LA, you know, being a musician in LA. So there's a lot of like pressures and societal pressures that I didn't realize were getting to me. So it was when COVID happened and like that, it was just, I remember just being like, okay, you know.
I do.
And it just felt, I don't know, I felt like I just felt okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I felt a relief, and because everybody was stopping, everybody had to take a breath and look at everything that's really going on, the reality of this world, the reality of, you know, the government, the reality of everything was just in our face. And there is nothing that we could have done in that moment when it happened. So, you know, I took it upon myself to do everything that I wanted to do in order for me to be okay during that situation. Because that's traumatic. That was a world trauma. You know, that's
Yeah.
that was a trauma.
For
So
sure.
it's just, for me, it's just like, I cannot allow this to tear me down. You know, I had already been through hell.
Yeah.
So it's just,
Yeah.
when it happened, it was almost like I was expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't, I don't know. I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right. Music has kept me afloat.
For
Streaming
sure.
has kept me afloat, and I like being inside. You know, I like being in my room. I do.
Me too. Me too.
I do.
This was
But I do miss shows. I do miss
Yeah.
live shows. That's one thing that I do really miss.
Yeah.
I miss playing out.
Did you play out before?
I played out a lot.
Did you?
Every week. Yeah,
Oh,
every
wow.
week I had a show. So I played out a lot. And again,
so
like,
you came from the gigging musician world. Well, I guess you were gigging.
I was gigging and I was streaming. I was
Yeah.
doing both simultaneously.
That's
Like I would come
dope.
home and I'll play music. I'll be like, all right, guys, I got a gig. I
Yeah.
would go out, have gigs. Like that was,
Oh, that's dope. So then were you doing sort of what you're doing on your stream, where you're playing like covers and some originals and stuff like that, or what kind of gigs were you playing?
originals. A lot of original gigs.
Wow, that's
Originals,
awesome.
like a mixture of both, but mainly just originals. Yeah.
That's dope.
But like, it's cool because, again, I just got this harp during COVID. So, you know, nothing has opened up. So I am excited for the things that are opening back up because I can play harp gigs now.
Yeah.
Which is weird. I never played harp gigs ever.
And that raises your what do you call it? It raises.
I can play in bougie places.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, with the hair toss and everything. Thank you.
I can play in bougie places.
I can play bougie places, bitch.
I was actually playing at a before when COVID was happening. I was playing in this winery in Beverly Hills that I fucking loved, and they loved me there. It was like a jazz bar.
Nice.
So they would always like invite me, and I hadn't even brought my harp in, so I'm excited for that place to open back up so that I can be like,
Hell yeah.
cool, let me play my harp now for you
Yes,
guys.
dude. No,
So
I always loved the wine gigs. I used to play wine gigs up in, or it was up for me, but
because they're like listening rooms.
yeah, yeah, and people are
They're
chilling
there to relax, drink wine, and
and
just to listen
vibe.
to music.
Right,
And I was
yeah.
like, yeah, that's the vibe I want too. I'm like, yeah, I
Hell
want you to
yeah.
relax and just listen to music too.
Hell yeah. Now,
Yeah.
I used to play a lot of wineries in Temecula and Riverside. I think Riverside had a few things, but yeah, I loved wine gigs. They were just very, it just like, it just, they treated me, not, they treated the band nice too. And they're like, you
Yeah.
get good food. You know, generally the food is pretty
Yeah.
decent there. So,
That's true.
as just from a working musician point of view, wineries are not a bad way to go. Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
So that's awesome. For that just gives me so much more respect for you. Not that I didn't already respect the shit out of you, but like, but that sounded weird, didn't it? It's like now I could respect you, Lizz Vega. No, but like the fact that you were, because there is a lot of people on this platform who are just, you know, bedroom players who decided to turn on their webcam, you know, and then that's
Yeah.
fine, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like there is something that just because of where I come from the grind, you know, I come from the
Yeah.
road, I come from, you know, fucking the fucking grind of a real life musician, a real
Yeah,
life.
no, my oh sorry.
No, please.
But my first 5 months of doing music, like my first month of doing music, I started busking on Hollywood and Highland. So I
Nice.
was busking before I was live streaming, and then I ended up getting a job where I was like live streaming and they were paying. I was the only 9 to 5 job that I had was a live streaming gig. I was there for a year from 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. I was live streaming for this company, and I was just playing music, and that was like 6 months into doing music. So that I think that's what also like really boosted up like my just music playing,
Mm-hmm.
because when I was busking, like I wasn't making a lot of money. I was like couch surfing in my friend's, thing. And I saw an ad like looking for musicians and shit. So I ended up auditioning. I got the job, and it was a live streaming gig. I'm like, oh, cool. I was already live streaming video games. So it was just
Yeah.
like, I could just live stream music now that I'm doing music. Cause I think I was like 5 months into doing music. And so once I started live streaming and doing music for this company, I was there for a year, like 9 to 5, just doing music all the time.
Wow.
But I was making a living because I was like in there, they were paying me
Yeah.
weekly. So it was like a real job, but it was music and it was things that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And
That
then
that
after
counts.
that, I branched out and I started doing my own thing. I started on other live streaming platforms until I ended up on Twitch, back on Twitch
What other
with music.
platforms were you going to?
So I started off in 2016. I was in Sonic Box, which
Hmm.
was a up and coming live streaming, not up and coming, fucking starter.
Oh.
And so I was there for a year. And then when I saw because the thing with live streaming companies, they're all like going like, unless you're doing something really good, you're not going to sustain it. And like
Mm.
so I was there, and then it started, going down, and like it started breaking apart, and I started streaming on this other platform it was called Live Me, and I was streaming on there actually for a really long time, for about 2 years, and I was making all of my living from that platform.
Wow.
From live streaming on like a phone, not even like my audio wasn't even that great.
Wow.
And then so I was doing that, and then the community on there, which just wasn't, it just didn't feel right. All the comments were like disgusting comments. I didn't
Mm.
like the viewerships there, even though it was a lot of viewers. Like I just didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started streaming on Twitch, and then I completely stopped doing that other live streaming platform, and I just continued on Twitch. And here we are, 2 years later.
What would you say to people who are getting started? Would you tell people to start with Twitch, or would you tell people
Yeah.
to just explore? What is it about Twitch that you prefer over like YouTube or even, I don't even know, or sessions or something?
Just any. Honestly, I started with Twitch with video games.
Mm.
They just have an established platform. They've been here for years. Also, they don't take 75% of your donations and your subscriptions,
Oh wow.
which was most of these platforms did that. They took
Oh.
70, like over 50%
Oh
of your
shit.
income. So it's just like, so it's like somebody would donate like $100 and I would be getting $20. Like that's fucking yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like it was just and I,
Wow.
so it was just really so it just wasn't it didn't it felt that was, and they didn't treat you well as
Hmm.
a talent or whatever you were on their app. And Twitch, I don't know, Twitch just feels different. It feels like it's yours,
Hmm.
you know, like it feels like your channel
Right.
and you're doing your own thing and nobody is around you telling you how to do something and they're not taking 70% of your cuts from every,
Yeah.
and I don't know. And then also the viewers, you do build a community. And that's the difference between every platform. Because I've streamed on a lot of platforms
Mm.
before I ended up on Twitch. And the communities that you build on Twitch is nothing like you would build anywhere else.
Right.
And that's why I think I stuck to Twitch, is because of people, the viewers, and the way that I felt every time I streamed, as opposed to I would stream on these other platforms. I'm like, fuck, like these viewers fucking suck. They'll be like, open, let me see bobs. Like, fuck you. You can't see my bobs.
God. For
It's
assholes,
like
yo.
ban every other fucking comment. And I was so tired of it. I was so tired of it. And so
Yeah.
I came to Twitch, and not saying that there's not trolls here, but there's so many good people on this platform.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
that's why I stuck around, and I think you should start on Twitch.
Mm. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, there is some people complaining about how much Twitch does take, but when you think about what other companies or what other
Yeah, no,
platforms take,
it's a pretty good,
it's
because they
not
don't
bad.
take any of your donations
Right.
or your bits.
Right.
And yes, they take 50% of your subscription, or however, I don't even really know how much it is,
That's
but
50.
50
Yeah, you get 250 out of every
for
$5. What?
subscriptions, right? For
Right,
subscriptions.
but I thought as a Twitch partner you get to negotiate that.
I honestly, I don't know. I
I don't
don't
know.
even think I can talk. I don't even think I can talk about it.
Oh
Tell you
yeah,
the
yeah.
truth.
You probably
I
should.
feel like it's on my contract that I can't talk about it, so I'm just gonna stop talking about it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
from somebody that has been in many fucking
Right.
platforms, Twitch is a good fucking deal.
There you go. Coming from a
It's
Twitch partner.
it's the best out of all the other ones. And it's so funny because I've been on a lot of live streaming platforms, and they all tell you the same shit.
Hmm.
Like, because I started going to their meetings of like, oh yeah, we're trying to look for talent. They all told you the same thing, and it was all bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're gonna be a fucking star. We're gonna put you on billboards. And at one point, I'm like, no, you're not. Like,
You
shut the
don't have the
fuck up. You're
budget
not
for
gonna do.
billboards, son.
It's just at that point, I'm just like, at that point, I was very much in like survival, because I mean, I didn't start being okay, like financially stable, until recently.
Hmm.
It wasn't until I moved to Twitch that I was financially stable, and I wasn't, fucking going on these platforms where people wouldn't respect me as much.
Hmm. Yeah.
But it feels nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Um. We'll see. You can negotiate up to 95%, but you got to be a whiz. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure that if you're negotiating up to 95%, then you're probably like
Pulling
one of
in
those.
a lot of numbers or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably one of those gamers that have like 20,000 people in their shit every fucking day or whatever.
Yeah.
I can only imagine, obviously. And we're not gonna press Liz because we don't want her breaking her non-disclosure agreement.
I don't know. I'm like, I feel like I think I can't talk about it. I
We
feel like I
should- you
can't
should- let's
talk
just
about
not
it. 'Cause
even
every time
talk
I
about
talk
it.
about it, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't talk about this.
If it's a maybe,
I'm like,
I
I'm gonna
shouldn't.
listen to my conscience.
There you go. If it's
I'm
even
gonna
a
listen
maybe,
to my head for the
do-
first time. Like, this doesn't feel like you should be doing this. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Perfect. Like, what about any percussions? Do you play any percussion instruments? And you did just say that, and that's from Mental, by the way. You did just say you're about to get a hand pan, but do you have any hand drums or anything like that? Do you play any other percussive
No,
instruments?
it's gonna be my first percussive instrument.
Hey, there you go, Mental.
The hand pan is gonna be my first percussive instrument,
That's
which I'm
dope.
really excited about.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited about that because those things are just. I mean, it's gonna go with your vibe so well. So
I know, I'm so excited.
it's great. Snoop, what's up? Streamers should unionize for some collective bargaining. Yeah, I mean, if you look at Amazon's track record with unionization, then I don't know if that's the greatest choice forward. But it might be. I don't know. No, I'm hearing a lot of people complain about that. About what the thing that I hear a lot is how bad that Twitch is of marketing. Like they don't market very well. Like
Yeah.
this platform gets more views than primetime television. Yet like no one knows what Twitch is. Like no one in the general public knows what Twitch is. I mean,
Yeah.
they're starting to,
I mean, but that's cool. We're part of a cool little club,
right
We're a cool little club. We're underground, baby.
underground, yeah. Until there's a Bieber of
You know?
Twitch, and then it's over.
I think once Twitch starts going on to like ads on the television, then maybe they're gonna start implementing more things that you're like, you can't do this,
Right.
you can't do this, you can't say this. I mean, it's already kind of like that with like ads, just putting ads on your stream.
Right.
So it's just about, honestly, if that leads to less censorship, I'm all for it. It's like, I don't want to filter myself.
What? In which ways do you feel censored on this platform?
I mean, I'm not.
This is a big issue
I'm,
for
I'm
me,
not,
by the
I'm
way.
like I'm not like a bigot or something. I'm
No,
not
no. I
like,
get it. I
oh,
know you're not trying to just be.
fucking-
Yeah, I get it. I get it. You don't like people telling you what to do, though.
Yeah, I just, I mean, just I don't know. Like, there's just certain like when I joke, I have a very dark sense of humor, and I mean, even my chat, there's at one point where they're like TOS, 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 like I'm going too much into, and I gotta like, reel it back in, and I mean that's fine. Like I don't mind having like a little censorship because I understand like I don't want to offend anybody at the same time, but I also think that I don't know. I just have this weird thing about telling people that you can't say something for advertisement reasons. Oh, because a company is paying you, that's why I can't say this. That's why I can't cross the line. That's why I can't. It's just all because of money. It's all because of some fucking stupid reason to take away something that's it's language. We're people. We all have these thoughts. We're all good and bad at the same time, and I think treading the line shouldn't be punished. Or you shouldn't be reprimanded. What the fuck am I, 5?
For real.
Like, fuck, why do I have to watch what I say? I don't mean it. I'm
Right.
just joking.
Right.
But again, I'm not like a hateful person. I don't like go around talking shit all the time. But
Right.
what if I want to?
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, yeah, and there's more of a. I talk about this all the time. I talk about it so much that the chat tells me to stop talking about it because it's like, because I've been censored
Like
by
2S.
well, I've been censored by the chat just by talking about censorship, and it's
It's a weird thing.
It is really weird, and
it feels weird. It's like, why am I being reprimanded for this?
it is weird, and it's like you're getting reprimanded, and like people are losing like their channels, they're losing their platforms,
Yeah.
and it's.
And especially with like this whole thing with sexuality too, that's just like this weird like thing like, shh, you can't talk about it. You can't talk about it. It's just like, what? Like it's clearly something that we all do. Like we're all here because of it, and to have this like weird thing about it is just so strange to me, and to be shamed for it is really weird too. I'm not saying turn this into Pornhub, like there's sites for that, but it just shouldn't really be something that we should be punished for.
Right.
Like, it's just weird. Like, you're going to tell me how to dress because I'm making somebody hard? And that's my fault?
Yeah.
Because I have a body? Like, for me, it's just strange. It just doesn't make sense. It's misaligned with who we are. That's who we are. We're people. We fuck. There's billions of people here because they fuck. And that shouldn't be something that's like, oh, God, she's showing her, a little bit of her cleavage. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. and it for me, it's just a way, because I mean, it's used in, obviously, you hear the term sex sells. It sells. And so what? Only some companies are allowed to do that without. It's just, I don't know. I'm just all about autonomy, having an autonomous life without anything impeding who you are, or you feeling bad about the things that you're doing or being shamed for it. Like, fuck off. We're people. We all fuck. It's not taboo. It's not weird. It's a body. Get over it. If you don't like it, leave.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be punished for being human being and having thoughts.
Right.
Like,
No,
That's it. Like,
I
it's
agree.
just,
I agree with you. I completely agree with you, and I have this conversation a lot. And Mental's making fun of me because cancel culture is a topic that comes up a lot here because it is so. I like people think that they can cancel the hate and out of people's hearts, and it's like I
by
don't.
hating.
Yeah, by hating. Exactly. It's like we are going to hate the hate out of your heart. And it's like, no, that's not how things get solved. Really, things get solved by talking about it, by bringing it out in the open, by criticizing thoughts and ideas, and fucking, and then we figure out what's the best way forward as a society. It's not burying these
It's
ideas, it's
conversations,
conversations.
understanding,
It's,
and patience
yeah.
with people. Everybody's different. Everybody's life is different. Everybody thinks the way they think for many different reasons. And I just don't think that I just don't think that you should waste your energy being upset at something that, I don't know, isn't physically harming you
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with your life. And
Yeah.
I guess I'm speaking more about, I guess I'm speaking more about in a woman's perspective
Hmm.
too, you know, of just like sexualizing women and
Yeah.
women, you know, being criticized for wearing low, you know, low cut shirts or whatever
Hmm.
the fuck. Like it's all just disgusting. Like leave us alone.
Yeah. Absolutely. And
Like
like,
it's weird.
and it's like
It's
even
weird. It's weird
cancel the hate out of the heart by
by
hating.
hating.
Yeah, cancel the hate out of the heart by hating. Liz Vega. Yeah, that's a great quote. Uh, yeah, it is strange. It is strange, and we live in this world where it's definitely become very profitable for these companies to sort of capitalize on our dissent and our our disagreements. Culturally, we're kind of going through something now, but it's also being amplified and revved up by these media companies, by social media companies who are making billions off of people clicking on their little clickbaity little things. Like these are the dissent is sewn into our culture because it's profitable. And you see Amazon putting up all these like BLM and black having black actors and stuff on their programming. They for Black History Month they had black everything, but yet they treat their workers like garbage. They don't allow them to unionize. Drivers are pissing in bottles and shitting in bags because they have to stick to a schedule. And so it's just like this it's like they co-opt these cultural terms, these cultural situations, and they capitalize off of it. And it's sort of like a distraction from what they're really doing. Like Amazon is they're portraying this idea of being super woke, but yet they don't pay barely any taxes in this country. They receive corporate welfare. They treat their workers like garbage. Like there's so many like they employ slave labor. Apple employs slave labor. Like all these companies who are supposed to be this super woke companies are only doing it so people can't look underneath the mask of slave labor and just atrocities they commit across the world in our country. And I think it's disgusting. And so they profit off of it, and then they sort of rally behind and they jump on people who question, and they cancel people who question what's going on and who question why is this the way it is. And it's like, oh, you're asking too many questions. This guy must be a white supremacist. This guy must hate women. Fuck you. Get out. He's out. And it's interesting and scary because to think that you can dump all this time and energy into your channel, and because one too many people complained about your cleavage, that you could lose all of this.
Yeah.
Because someone's telling you how to portray your body on your channel.
Yeah. But at the same time, they're treating their bodies of their workers like absolute shit.
Right.
People breaking their fucking backs,
Mm-hmm.
losing how many years of their life because they were working so fucking hard to just put fucking food on their table. It's just when I think about when I see that happening, because honestly that is the reality of like it. There's so much semantics that you can say, well, about laws that need to be implemented in order for shit to change. And but in reality, it's just it's so clearly, when you think about humanitarianism and just the value of human life, like there is no value. I don't see any morality in this country. Like there's no sense of morality, and you could just see that from the repercussions of the many lives that are, living in the United States, like the poverty and, a bunch of, it's just, I don't know. And I guess that's just because I see it in my own community, and I see it specifically in where I'm living right now, of how even COVID has impacted a lot of small businesses around here, and how there's no help, you know,
Yeah.
all the homelessness, there's no fucking help.
Yeah.
And it's things that can so easily be, at least worked on, or just acknowledged. So there's just no sense of value in human life. And there's so many distractions of like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, it's the way that you're showing your body. It's the things that you're saying. It's like, that's all bullshit. This is what's really happening. People are fucking dying,
Yeah.
in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm here live streaming, drinking my fucking perfectly clear water, talking to you. And I feel so grateful and I feel so blessed. But how could I feel happy when my fucking next door neighbor is homeless, doesn't have any food, doesn't have anywhere to sleep? Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
What a great future we have. Beautiful things. Yes, beautiful things. But it's really, the reality is just sad. And the more you look at it, it's just sad. And I'm just tired of being upset over something that I have no control over. So, I mean, that's why I think music is really important to me, because, and that's why I really stress like the whole thing of like relaxing and chilling out. And I just want to chill out and I just want to live a pretty okay life. Like, I don't want to be, because I'm here too. So I'm being affected by the things that are happening, whether or not I allow it to or not. Like, it's still my environment, and still, I'm still in this society. I'm still playing the game because I have to keep a roof over my head. So, again, it's just that balance that you need to keep. But yeah, it's really sad the more you look at it. And I just, when I think about censorship and all that shit, it's like, that's not important.
Yeah.
There's other shit that's really important.
Yeah.
That's not even being talked about. Or if it is getting talked about, there's nothing being done.
Yeah.
And there's just no sense of value in human existence. Like, there's no morality there. There's no sacredness. There's no sacredness.
Yeah.
There's no sacredness.
Yeah.
And that's,
it seems
fucked
like
up.
yeah, I agree with you. It is fucked up. I mean, that's sort of what, especially in America, is like like, we just value money over everything. Corporate greed and capitalism, which I'm not shitting on capitalism, because capitalism has definitely done a lot of good in this world, but it's also created a lot of fucked up situations for the world. But I don't know, like, as a country, we've sort of put all of our morality in the idea of becoming rich. Like, the American dream is like being rich and
Your sense of value is like, it's, again, that's conditioning.
right. That's what I'm saying.
From kid, like, what are you going to be when you grow up? How are you going to join into the society that
Right.
we've built?
Mm-hmm.
That has been here. Like, how are you going to acclimate?
Right.
Like, it's always about acclimating, assimilating, fitting into a role that is out there. Like, what do you want to be? That's a role.
Right.
And it already has a distinctive path to it. Everything is like that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about a lot of things because it just upsets me. And so that's why I only focus on music, because it's like, this feels good. The people that are coming in my stream are here to feel good, relax, find a little bit of peace in this shithole that we're in. And that's always going to be good enough for me.
Yeah. And by the way, you are contributing positively to your culture, your society.
And that's what I'm like. I'm building a community where we feel safe even for a moment.
Yeah.
Because I'm not impervious to anything that's going on out there. I'm still fucked up, I'm still being affected.
Yeah.
I'm still reacting to everything that's happening, and I can't run away from that, but I can come into myself with music and feel centered for a moment, and peace and love and everything that is not out there.
Yeah.
It's like everything that I have inside of me is always going to be enough. And I never want to forget that, because if I do forget that, then I'm putting too much weight on things outside of me. And I don't have any control over that.
Yeah.
I don't. And if something were to happen, then I'm going to feel disappointed or upset. And I just like, I don't want to put any expectations on anyone or anything. I don't want to believe in anyone or anything. I just want to do what I do. And if people want to chill with that, then that's cool. If people don't, that's fine too. But I'm just trying to exist without fucking going crazy. I'm just trying not to go crazy, okay?
I feel that so hard. Like, I feel that so hard to the point where now I take antidepressants. We got a question here from Living on the Mountain. We're gonna do these last two questions, and then we're gonna do a quick game, and then we're gonna let Liz go because she has not slept, and that has to be starting to
that's
weigh
true.
on her. So
I'm
let's
not
get.
really about.
Oh, okay, sweet. Well,
I
well
still
then
gotta stay up. I got friends coming over.
Oh my
I
god,
got a friend coming over. Yeah, no, I'm not sleeping until like later.
sleep's not happening, bro. What?
Sleep's not happening.
All right.
It's like I dream of it, but you know what? I'm pretty up. Like I had my coffee.
Hey, well, there you go. We're good. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
When shit returns to normal, whatever that means, will you take Twitch out streaming live at
IRL?
gigs?
Yes. That's why I got my little harp.
Yeah. Yes. So you do plan on doing IRL gigs that you'll be streaming?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I did my first one recently. I had a
Oh.
gig in Venice, California, at this place called one of my friends. He built a stage on wheels called the Music Box, and he just lugs it out to Venice.
Oh, dope.
And he has people perform in it, and there were so many people that are gathering around just listening to live music, because live music was, it's because of COVID, but
Yeah.
it was outdoors. It was so cool, but the cops shut it down recently, so he hasn't been able to do it.
Dude.
But it was fucking dope, and I had an IRL stream, my first one, like a month ago,
That's tight. Yeah,
and it felt so fucking good.
bet.
I was
I
like,
bet.
and I was with my harp too, so
Yes.
it felt nice.
Was
So
that-
I'm really looking forward to when shit opens up, because I'm like, I have my harp now.
Yeah.
I can do harp gigs.
I got harp gigs. What's up?
Harp gigs.
Was that the first IRL gig that you've done since the pandemic, or have
Yeah.
you done? Yeah.
That's the first one.
Where I mean, what's interesting is how grateful people seem to be when live music is being played these days.
Yeah.
Like people.
Yeah,
like,
people really love it now.
it's like,
'cause
oh,
they're,
thank you.
They're like, oh shit, I didn't realize.
Yeah, you don't realize it.
You don't realize.
Dude, I mean,
and it's just like
yeah.
entertainment is the only thing that has been keeping people afloat during
Right.
everybody's been watching shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's been home watching shit, entertainment, the
Right.
arts,
Right.
things that, allow you to vicariously live through other things with feelings and emotions. Cause that's what, movies and film and all this shit is. It's just like you're going through an emotional ride. You're getting attached to these characters. You're seeing yourself in these people. And that's just what art is. It's just, again, it's that sense of expression. It's that sense of like, I'm connecting to this, so I'm feeling what's going on. You're allowing yourself to be vulnerable. You're allowing this thing to impact you. And that's what the arts is, So I think that when shit starts opening back up and music starts coming up again, I think a lot of people are going to be going out to a lot more live gigs, and people are going to really appreciate it, because it's the one thing when shit is going down, entertainment is the one thing that's never going to go down. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
even during the Great Depression,
Right.
like shit, like what I mean, like the artists, like musicians were really playing music
Yeah.
from the heart.
Yeah.
And that's what's it about. Honestly, that's all it's about when it comes to art. Just play from your heart, feel good about it. Everything, like as much as it hurts, try not to think about anything other than what you're doing, because that's a trap.
Yeah. For sure.
It's a trap, because then you start thinking is a trap. Protect your imagination.
Protect your
Protect
imagination.
your imagination.
Damn, that's deep. That is deep, son. Is Lizz Vega your real name?
Well, my name is Elizabeth. So yeah. So Liz has just been my everybody's always called me Liz. So yeah, Lizz Vega is my real name.
That's tight.
Liz not my real name, but it's my
Yeah.
it's mine. I go by that.
Yeah, it's a solid name. That's a fucking rock star, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my dad. That's my dad's last name. He says
Hey.
I told my dad because my dad like, oh, because I have 3 sisters and a brother. So I have a younger brother. So when my younger brother was born, he was like, oh yeah, it's finally somebody to carry on the family name. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gonna carry on the family name. My kids are gonna be fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I love my last name. I'm not gonna change my life. If I marry somebody, I'm not gonna change my last name. My kids, I carry these babies. These babies are gonna have my fucking last name. And so yeah, because I love my last name. I love it.
It's a
I'm like,
solid
why the
name.
fuck am I gonna change it?
Yeah.
I bet you the person I end up with is gonna have the wackaroni ass fucking last name.
Wackaroni!
Let me have your last name.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're gonna have to hyphen it or something, bitch, because I ain't dropping it.
It's like, no.
It's staying.
He's gonna want to marry me because he's like, I'm gonna get your last name. I'm like, yes.
For real though. Hold on, I got you, mental. Yeah, it's like I like my mom's last name better than my dad's last name because my dad has like this German, like it sounds like you're puking every time you say it. But like my
What
mom,
is it?
my
Oh,
mom's,
wait, or do you...
No, I don't care. But it's Lawfer. Yeah, but it's my mom's last name is Ramos, so it's which I know there's no roll
so
on
much
that
better.
R, but Ramos is way tighter than whatever.
Yeah.
So
Ramos.
yeah, man. It's doxing. Sorry, Reina hates it when I say that. When I tell everybody my real last name.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's true. You doxed yourself.
I doxed myself, but it's not
it's
like
fine.
You
People
can't...
here are good. We brought in some good people. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody in here gonna do anything vile.
Even if they want, good luck. Good luck. Okay. Liz, thank you so much for coming on. But I've been having these weird issues with sound lately. I don't know. Can you hear that weird noise? Like there's some weird noise coming.
Yes, I hear it.
What is that?
It's a whistle.
I just been having these weird interruptions every time, and it's so strange.
It's a fairy.
No, it's not a fairy. It's time for how much does it cost? Oh my god.
How much does it cost?
On Craigslist. Okay. That was supposed to be a lot different. We're gonna play a quick game.
What was it supposed to be?
It was supposed to be I was gonna have my face and then there was gonna be loud noise.
No, you gotta do it again then until you do it. I need to see it.
It's not gonna work because it's not working.
Oh no.
Just the sound effect is working. And it's too loud. It's the face thing isn't popping close. It's supposed to be like how much does it cost? On Craigslist. And then I was gonna be like, we'll be right back, everybody. But now look at me. Now I'm looking like
that was
this.
Great.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Okay, we're gonna play a quick game. We're gonna be playing for some stickers. I'm still waiting for my patches from our sponsor, Motor Studios, but we're gonna be playing for the Ric Flair Woo and the WSEG.
Like
so stick around. We're gonna be playing some games with Lizz Vega. So give us 1 second and we'll BRB. And Liz, if you need to do anything real quick, this would probably be
use the restroom.
Yes, this is your time to shine. So we will BRB.
Do I turn off my video?
Nah, you're good. You're good. I got you.
Okay.
All right. Mofo20, mighty, thank you so much for gifting Mofo20. I appreciate that so much. You've just been killing it today. Thank you so much. We're going to BRB with how much does it cost on Craigslist. We'll BRB.
One of the best memories I have, I guess this is '09, and we watched the band Thrice. I love the band Thrice. They get done, and all these women are screaming for Mr. Dustin Kinsrew, and I'm hanging out with my daughter, and Mr. Kinsrew runs, through the flailing hands of young feminine arms between the ages of 14 and 19, and Dustin leans down on one knee to my daughter, and he says, Did you enjoy the show, young lady? And she goes, you guys are pretty good. That third song on the second verse, you were really out of key. And I've never seen someone's pride/heart break so fast. And he's looking up at me, and obviously obviously I'm her dad, and all I can do is pull a Peter Griffin and go like,
This week on We Speak English Good, Toledo's Got Talent winner Filet Mignon stops by to rub his victory in host Mikey P's face. Then he takes it a step further and grips his ass up and is like, I like to work out, go surfing, sleep in on Saturdays, and I like to throw little parties. To his single, Throw a Little Party, available now. But after all that partying, they decide to stay hella hydrated, and now they're BFFs in this Hobbit's psychedelic nightmare. No! Filet Mignon, this week on We Speak English Good.
Is that too fast?
Nope, it sounds good to me.
Oh snap! What is up? Bam, 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 bam. Oh. Oh. All right. Thank you, Sonic. All right, guys, we're gonna play a quick game of How Much Does It Cost on Craigslist, the only game in America where you get to bet on other people's garbage that they're trying to sell on an online marketplace that is barely in existence anymore. Then nobody really knows what Craigslist is anymore, but here we are. Yeah, what is it? What are we even doing here? Why are we here?
Do people still use Craigslist?
Yes, a lot. People are constantly using Craigslist. It's still a thing.
Is it like boomers?
Yes, it is.
Just boomers?
Yes, just boomers. Just boomers are on Craigslist, and me. And I might as well be a boomer. I'm almost 40, everybody. Okay, here we go. So the name of the
You
game.
don't look it though.
Oh well, I appreciate it. It's because
I thought you were a lot younger.
It's because I'm half-sican. That's why.
That's true.
It's all right.
Get them good genes.
Yeah, I'm Chikonki. That's what happened, right? Okay. We play. Jeez Louise. The rules of the game are very simple. We're going to look at a product, and then I'll read the description, and then we will place our bets or how much we think that item costs on Craigslist in the chat. And there's no take back. So once you enter a number into the chat, you are done, son. No looking at what other people are doing. They'll be like, oh, well, I guess I'll change mine last minute. Blah, blah, blah. Nah, not going down like that. So very easy. And it is brought to you by modedstudios.com. Go to modedstudios.com and check out all their patches and apparel fully what is that called? Fully embroidered patches and apparel. modedstudios.com. Wu-Tang patches, baby. If there is a woman on there for sale, the price is easy. Oh, what are you talking about, Harbingerman? By the way, I finally looked up what Harbinger and what all that is. I've been hearing that term a lot. It's a
Harbinger?
sad place. Yeah, it's a sad place.
What does it mean?
We're not going to go there right now, Liz.
Okay. Okay, question.
Sure.
So when I guess what the price is, right? Or the price is not
It is kind of Price is Right. But you can go over. It's exactly the Price is Right.
Okay. So when I guess the price, do I say it or am I?
You're gonna say it. You're gonna say it.
Okay.
So
okay.
you'll say it, and then everyone else. You're gonna say it, and then everyone
Okay.
else will put their thing there. I use Uncle
Okay.
Henry's. I got you. I never go there. Okay. All right, guys. First, oh my God, I forgot. This is the first item up for bid too. This is freaking madness. Hold on. So here we go. Full body silicone crystal by Alejandra de Zuniga. Brand new in my Etsy shop. I offer local pickup. Please visit the link below for more information. This is a silicone baby, a fake silicone baby. So this can only be bought on her Etsy. And I pulled up her Etsy, so we will take a look at the Etsy really quickly because it is weird. Lizz Vega, how much do you think this full body silicone baby cost on Craigslist?
I'm gonna say 3,500.
Wow, that was that. I feel like that's not a bad guess. I can't remember.
Me? Are you saying that I'm wrong?
I can't remember exactly, but you are not exactly right. Weird Etsy tat. You are not exactly right, but I can't remember the exact price. So, all right, guys, you know what to do. Drop your bids in the... Hey, what's up, Dex? Welcome. Drop your bids in the chat if you want to play. We're playing for some stickers, and I do send these anywhere in the world, so... And like I have to send one out to Macy. She lives in South America, and I have to get a tracking number for her because you have to. Some governments you have to notify them that you're receiving mail from an outside government. So interesting, huh? All right, guys, you got until the end of this song here to drop your bids. Yeah, I've already sent you several things, Mental, to India. I hope they make them. I really do. Here we go. Go. Drop those bids, drop those bids, drop those bids, drop those bids. Oh, Cathosaurus. Shots fired.
I swear, if you guys Googled it, I'm gonna
Yeah. No Googles.
Chat, don't Googly.
No
No
Googles.
cheating.
There's no Googles here.
Somebody gets down straight to the sense, like, fuck you. Google.
Oh, yo, I've had that happen before. I do it. I accept it. It's fine. Here's the thing. If you care enough to win this game, to cheat, then that's just a big thank you to me. Like, I love that. Like, you care enough to win on this silly game that you'll go and cheat. I love it. You're in. But please, I'm not encouraging anyone to go cheat.
Sounding like some high school shit right here. You're bringing up some high school thoughts here. I care enough to cheat, okay? I want to do really good, but I don't want to try enough to fucking study.
Right.
I want to do the least amount of what and get the best result.
Exactly. This is how we do it. All right, guys, we're going to read what we got so far. If you want to bid more, you're totally welcome to if you're looking to win. All right, guys, let's see. Where does it start here? All right. Mental says $650. Dex says $200. Heaven Majestic says $4,200. Lord Space Cowboy Risto, love the name, $250. Moving Dutchman says $34.69. And India too. Anna Court says $225. Cathosaurus shots fired with 3501. And of course, Lizz Vega.
3501.
Yes, Lizz Vega
like
went
3,501.
Yes. Like $1 more than yours.
I hate you.
That's right. Oh, Moving Dutchman almost got a 69% fresh. You got 63. That game's still going. If anybody gets a 69% freshness, you get a sticker. You get a sticker.
You get a stick.
Okay, so let's go ahead and we should probably do drum roll here. Let's see. Let's see. Drum roll, please. I don't know if it's drum or drums. I can never remember. Yay, it's drum. Oh, I turned off the things. Okay, here we go. All right, well, there's our drum roll. It happened, all right? All right, actual retail price on Craigslist, $4,190. Hey!
Are you saying Cathosaurus because you put $1 more than me?
Yes, that means Cathosaurus won because...
Cathosaurus, I cannot with you.
Cathosaurus won because... Cathosaurus decided to come for you. But hold on. Did Cathosaurus win, though?
Oh, wait. Did somebody pick 4,000?
Well, Heaven said 4,200. So it's whoever is closest.
That's true.
And that means that it is Heaven Majestic is our winner this time. Heaven, I'll be sending you more stickers. I think I sent you some stickers. Maybe I'll send you something else this time. I got something special for you that I'll send. Skills. Yeah, Heaven jumps in. She knows. Heaven knows. Heaven knows.
Heaven Googled it.
Heaven Googled it. She probably did. Look, she's $10 off.
Yeah, she did. Oh, wow. Heaven.
She's like, I gotta win.
Cheating.
I gotta get those stickers. I gotta get those woos. It's important. You know what? Again, if this game is that important to you, where you have to cheat to win, then
You
you know
encouraged it.
I did. It was so silly of me to do such a thing. Let me hold on. I'm gonna break the third wall here. Look at how gross that is. I want to just show everybody. Hold on. We'll do it here. This will be better if I. Oh well, yeah, much better. That's much better. That is much better. There. We'll put. There you go. So this is the Etsy page, and it's for it. But like, look at the different pictures. Like, look at
Dude, I do not. I knew that it was gonna be thousands of dollars just
Right.
because I know that like the other dolls
yeah, the sex
are a lot of
dolls.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are a lot of money. So I'm
But
like,
look-
I know that shit is expensive. And a baby, I'm like, it's not gonna be 6,000 because 6,000 is around like a big life doll. I'm like, it's gonna be around half the price.
Look at that thing though. Look at that. Look at
Dude,
the.
this is creepy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look at
I
this.
kind of want one.
Right.
Never
want one too.
mind. This is too real.
They gave it a little
This is-
pancake booty and stuff. Like, what?
You know what these babies are for?
For, I don't know what they're for, but I would like your opinion.
It's actually really sad.
I have an idea, but if I would love to hear your opinion.
Well, this is what I think.
Yeah.
I can't be sure. Sorry, there's like a. We got the.
There's a
right.
city out there. That's okay.
There's a city out there, crazy chaos. But these are actually used for mothers who have lost babies.
Yeah,
And they're like,
I know. That's
sad
why it's
about
kind
it.
of creepy and sad, and like all at the same time.
yeah, it's so creepy.
All right, now we just gotta get out of here. Now we just gotta.
Sorry, I kind of ruined it, but that's me,
No,
I gotta be realistic.
Hey, yeah, for real though. That's real. That's what it is for, and
It's what it's a freaking babies, man. Babies and their mamas.
it's a sad part of reality, but this is reality.
Did you ever in high school or school, did you ever have to take care of that baby?
No, we never had to do that. I was
always saw girls do that. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, you have to take care of it. It can't cry. I think my older sister did it at one point when she was in high school. And I was like, what the fuck?
no,
I was freaking out.
I had real
was like,
life
why
experience.
is it crying?
Yeah.
It's not real.
I know it's weird. It's weird, and I get it. It's trying to train these people up to not drop the baby or anything. But I had real life experience, so I had
That's true.
I had a younger brother who I was like 13 and he was just born, so it was like my nephew brother is what I like to call him. But so like I was actually changing diapers and shit in middle school and shit. So I got the
intense.
experience just fine. Just fine. Don't need some creepy ass little baby fake baby crying.
So what would you say if someone gave this to you?
I would be like, wow, thanks. Like I would have rather had
You wouldn't kick it?
$4,000 and I would have rather had a hollow
possible.
body. And I'd rather
Put
have
it in the oven.
Out in the street, they call it murder.
It'd probably smell like
Yeah.
it'd smell.
Yeah, it would probably
The burn,
start
the
a
burning.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah, you would probably start a fire with
Yeah,
the baby.
well, why did the house burn down? I put the baby in the oven. Oh, okay. Well,
The firefighters, we found this baby in the
there's a baby in the oven, sir. That's all right. It's one of those silicone ones. All right, here we go. This will be our last one of the day because it is. So here we go. If you didn't win, if you're mad at heaven, as you should be,
Yeah, heaven, don't cheat again. If heaven wins again, I'm over this.
I'm
not
out.
Heaven. I want
And-
the stickers.
I'm ending the conversation. All right.
Like-
Marvin Cone oil painting. Mallards in Flight, original painting. He is a very important Iowa artist. Marvin is an important Iowa artist, and that is about all we're going to get out of this description. And here I'll move Liz a little bit so you guys can kind of get a full picture of that. And now we'll move Liz back in because Liz is more appealing than this awful picture. So
I think it's beautiful.
you like it? You like that picture? I think it's pretty just basic. I'm really
I think
critical
it's
of art.
pretty. I think it's
Well, it's
beautiful.
nice. It's nice.
These ducks
It's nice. It's
Or
just
mallards.
yeah.
Wait, are ducks mallards?
They are. They're a type of duck. Mallards are a type of duck. Oh, Snoot. Snoot thinks they got it. Snoot thinks they got it.
You
Okay.
better not Google it, Snoot.
Yeah, don't no
Not
Google
with that
Snoot.
name, Snooty. Don't be Snooty.
Yeah, duck that shit. Duck
Yeah.
tat. Okay, so Lizz Vega, how much does this item cost on Craigslist?
$100.
One
No, 60.
60.
No, $60.
$60. Okay, you said 100 and then but you didn't finish the sentence.
I was
So
like, nah,
we're going to
60.
let that fly. We're going to let that fly cuz you were like 100 no, I
Wait,
think
no.
60.
Can I change it one more time?
sorry,
I promised
Liz.
the last time.
I'm sorry, Liz. That was it. If I let you do it, then I got to let Heaven do it, then I got to let movie Dutchman
I'm
do
your
it.
guest.
Okay, Liz, what would you prefer it to be?
Okay, $30 in shipping.
Shut up. Are you serious? That's all you want? So $60 still. 30. Okay. Liz is 30, everybody. That's Liz. We're letting Liz. Reina says $60 for Liz. All right, guys, go ahead, drop your bids in the chat if you want to win some stickers. Here we go, and we're gonna try a different song, and you got till the end of the song. Here you go.
Get your hand up! Get your hand up! My penis! My penis! Get your hand up! Get your hand up! Get your hand up! My penis! My penis! 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 Penis!
All right. By the end of the penis song, oh God, shut up, Mike. By the end of that penis song, it indicates that we are ready to move on. Okay, let's read some of these bids. Here we go. Snoot says 12K. Snoot, you think you're so smart, huh? Oh my God, Reina Mystique, hold on. How dare you, Reina Mystique? How dare you redeem a drum roll when we're not even ready? All right, hold on. Here we go. Heaven Majesta says $200. Bit like Iowa, really. Yeah, right? Just flat farmlands. 60 for Liz, or 30 for Liz. Moving Dutchman says $850. Anna Court says $500. James the Photog says $350 hairs. Reina Mystique says $1,500. Heaven said it's either gonna be like 200 or 10,000, which that doesn't count. Heaven, Lord.
No, I understand that.
Yeah,
I was debating.
Yeah.
Or go high or low. Went low.
Yeah. Well, this is a tough
Iowa.
one.
Where's Iowa?
It's Ohio.
Imported in Iowa.
That
was a context clue right there.
Yeah, it's the middle of America in which no one cares about. It's where I live, by the way. This is where I don't live in Iowa. I live in Ohio. But
in Iowa.
But yeah, no, I live in Ohio. Like Ohioans look down on Iowa, so it's fine. You know, Ohio has more of a connection to the East, I think, than Iowa does. Like we have more of a connection to like because we're just downstream of Detroit, so we have all the automotive industry and the steel industry that sort of is gone now and left us destitute. Yeah. But it's like I feel like we have more of a connection to the East Coast and the East Coast mentality than the cheese eating, corn fed fellas and fellers and whatever over there in Iowa. Anyways, okay, thank you, Mental. Thank you for that. Mental Cathosaurus says $1,499. Cathosaurus, you're being real sneaky about these numbers. Mental says $5,689. Depends on Marvin Cohn. Yeah, exactly. Princess says $115. Moving flexible arms there. Yes, okay. Drop yo beats. And there we go. Okay, J Bar. Okay. All right, fine, everybody. Actual retail price on Craigslist. I'm getting bullied by the chat. Here we go. $18,500.
No.
There it is, everybody. There it is.
18?
The cold hard truth is out there. Yeah,
What?
exactly.
An Iowa artist?
Right? Hey,
I love how.
it's not that pretty, right?
What the?
That's what I'm saying.
Are there bids? Like, people buying this?
Yeah, you know what? Lord Space Cowboy Risto won. It seems as if 6,666 was the correct close. Who the fuck he is? Yeah, exactly. He is Picasso. He is now the new Picasso. Unsold. Unsold. Jay Bartholomew, what is going on, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping through. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, Mental, thank you. 18,000. You're a little late. All right, so this is how it works, Lord Space Cowboy Risto. If you are interested in these stickers, in winning and receiving these stickers, please do either whisper me, or you can go into my Discord and DM me. Please don't leave your address in the general text, which I know you're probably smarter than that, but sometimes you gotta tell people. Just DM on all accounts. So there you go, everybody. So that is how much does it cost on Craigslist. Let's come back. Let's bring Liz back into the forefront here, and we'll be right back. And let's say our proper goodbye. Oh my, okay. You know what? The sound alerts are off now. The sound alerts are back to being off. All right, we're gonna stop the share. Boom, and here we go. And we're coming back to our guest. Boom! Yay! When things work right. Yay! Lizz Vega, thank you so much. I have had such a wonderful time chatting with you and getting to know you a little better. And I appreciate that you... wait, is that Snoot one? What are you talking about? Read. Okay, hold on. No, someone bid 12K. Oh, you're right. That was the first one. Snoop, my bad. So I was even half-assed talking shit, right? I was like, oh, Snoop thinks they know something. And they do, obviously. They must have known that was going to be. So Snoop has won. It's all good, Lord Space. No. Snoop, if you're interested, you can totally get it. I'm sorry. It's too late. You got to give them both a prize. They both
get stickers now.
Yeah, okay. Now you both get prizes. Yeah, I ruined it. It's my mistake. I have plenty of stickers to go around. So, Snoot, if you're interested, I don't care where you live in the world, I will mail them to you. Please do either jump in the Discord or you can whisper me. And don't forget, everybody, because I don't feel like chasing people down to give them prizes. So please do throw that shit in there right now if you have to, so you don't forget, because I do. Manfred the robot, bleep bloop blop bloop blop. What's up, buddy? 110011. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, Liz, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you coming on the show and being you. I love your vibe. I love your channel. I love what you do. You have such a great energy and you don't mind telling people to fuck off. And that's what
you have to have that.
It's real
that's
shit.
Something that has to happen. Yeah, I mean, being nice all the time, it's taxing because it's not real.
Yeah.
You can't be nice to everybody who's not nice to you. Like, sometimes I can do it, but sometimes, you got to let the ego play a little bit too. It's there.
I love that.
It's like, yeah, I had a little bit of an ego death, but it's still there.
Yeah. You gotta let
trying
it play
to make its comeback, trying to still protect me, and I let it sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And it's interesting that you say it's like you can't be nice all the time to people who are being rude to you. Like when you see streamers who are like really, really nice all the time, do you think that some of that's an act, or do you think that a lot of these streamers are that nice?
I mean, everybody's different.
Right.
Everybody
I know that's
copes
hard to
with that kind of everybody. Yeah. I mean, I just think, I don't know. I just think that people are multifaceted.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, there's some channels or just some, people out there that their personality is that niceness, and you never see them get angry. You never see them get mad. And that's just their image, their brand, because people start branding themselves,
Yeah.
because that is a repercussion of capitalism. So like, now you're a product, you're supposed to sell yourself and your personality, and you can't do this and you can't do that. And it's just like, so you're constantly always thinking about what you're doing and how it's going to be perceived.
Right.
And I don't want to live like that anymore, because I did used to live like that. And I think that being nice for me personally, not, again, you can be nice, and that's a way for you. That's how you protect yourself, and that's completely fine. But for me, it's just like, I've always had that side to me. So it's just who I am, and I don't want to hide it just because I'm trying not to ruin the vibe. It's like, the vibe is always going to be the vibe. And if it's going to be a little bad, then it's going to be a little bad. And that's just what it is.
You're on my channel, son. What you want? I feel you. I love that.
Yeah, because it's just, it moves,
Yeah.
everything moves. And, there's sometimes those dips, and I accept them, and I try not to feel embarrassed or ashamed of them anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah.
Liz, how can people get a hold of you? What do you got coming up next? And when do you stream next? That's a large question.
I mean, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow night, because I haven't slept. So, and then I have James just got here too, so I have people coming over today, and we're gonna hang out and make music and record some stuff for the stream. So, I'll stream when I stream. I let you guys know on Instagram and Twitter. I don't have a schedule, as you guys know, but I always let you guys know on Instagram and Twitter when I go live. So if you want to know what I'm doing, go to my Instagram, because I don't even know what I'm doing.
Right.
And that's fine with me.
And that's fine with me.
That's fine with me.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm looking on who we should raid here, and I see Wander Truly, who is a friend of the show. I'm seeing EBX Aaron, who I love as well, who's a friend of the show. Do we have any suggestions that are better than those? Which I hate. I don't mean to say it like that, but better.
You said it though.
I did say it.
I
did.
I didn't mean to, but you did it.
But I'm saying, like, is there anybody that people would prefer more? Chris Cox, what's going on? Man with Dogs, hello, goodbye. Thank you guys for being here very much. Okay, since no one is chiming in, then we're going for whoever has the lowest in there. And we're going with Wonder, because I love Wonder. And Wonder and I share some very good times on the road. So I love her, so let's do this. Wonder Truly, if I can type, because we type good. I think that's right.
I love you guys too.
Chris Cox. Oh, Chris, you're suggesting Chris Cox. I see. Okay. Well, we'll get Chris next time. We love Chris. I thought you were talking about. I thought Chris was here, but we're gonna go hang out with Wonder and see what she's up to, and she's music and she sings like an angel. And Liz, thank you so much again.
Thank you so much.
I super duper appreciate it, and you were just wonderful.
Awesome. And you have a beautiful rest of your stream.
You too. All right.
Bye, everybody.
All right, here we go.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right, peace out. All right, guys, we're raiding over. Get your raid call, and let's do it. We will see you over at Wonder Truly, not Wander. Get those raid calls. I'm giving you guys a little more time to get those raid calls. Oh, yeah, no worries. Manfred, thank you for stopping by. Moving Dutchman, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you, Stuffed Burrito. Thank you so much. See you later. Love you guys. Get those raid calls, everybody. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next time. We're back on Friday with Dead Side Blues at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys. We're going.